to our eyes here.
Yeah, we said, I told a story. I said, Heath, maybe this rain will cool it off, but it may be down there for everybody else, but for me and you up here, it is not.
It's like a sauna right here right now.
Yeah, we are cooking officially.
Some people pay good money for this kind of treatment.
That's right. That's right. So it looks like we may have about a 7:45 start time is what we're looking at, and hopefully we get on the field here shortly. So we are under a rain delay, and lightning rolled in here and popped, and man, it hit pretty close. Knocked the power out here in the press box for a second, and so anytime that happens, it's going to be a 30-minute delay.
It is, and that's just GHSA rules. Ain't much we can do about that, but just sit here and wait on it to pass. And it did pass. It passed by pretty quick. The sun's out shining now. Looks like it's going to be a good day for football.
Definitely, and the biggest thing we got out of this was one of God's amazing promises was probably one of the prettiest rainbows I've ever seen, Heath.
And you could see it from one end to the other, touching the dirt, and you don't see many of those. And like you could tell, each and every color, all the colors were bright and they shined perfectly.
And if you want to see exactly what I'm talking about, I took a picture of it, and it is on the Bacon County Red Raider football page. If you want to go in there, or the football group, and check that out. But good gracious, man, it went from one side of the school here all the way down past the other, and was just able, I don't know that I've ever been able to just capture one end to the other in a single photo. So, well, Heath, I tell you what, Atkinson County here, so a lot of people have been to this field. Let's kind of let them know what it's like here. They do have natural turf still here at Atkinson County. They got a big old AC dead center of the field, and Heath and I are over here on the home side. Visitor side is filling in. I do know we still have a lot of people. I've been getting messages here. They're asking me when the game's going to start. They're sitting in the car. So I would be sitting in the car as long as I could, too, if with some AC if I had the option.
Yeah, my wife, she texted me and talked about, man, I must be lucky.
Yeah. So, but we've got the scoreboard is on our left-hand side. The field house is down on the right-hand side of the field. And this field, I believe, faces, so north is going to be
the field house side, and the scoreboard will be south side.
That's on the right side. Yep. So the north end of the field is on our right, and the left side of the field is the south.
Yes, sir.
And we have got the sun settling in the west, and it is shining straight.
I'm telling you what,
this window.
It's got to be one of the prettiest sunsets I'll be able to watch right here.
I will be glad when it hits these treetops because, my goodness, if we had started at 7:30, you and I both would really be struggling right now to even see. Like, I literally can't even hardly see down here on the field. We need some sunglasses.
Yep.
So, anyway,
coming into this game, we're looking to match up pretty good with these guys, like you talked about a little bit earlier in the pregame. They come over to Bacon County last year and kind of handed us a little bit of a whipping, I feel like. I don't think we were prepared as we thought we were going to be when we stepped on the field. But it's nice to come over this way and just start football season back up. These ones are the ones that start counting that old record, and we all want to have a good record there at the end of the season. I do know Atkinson actually played Berrien last week in their scrimmage. They lost 19-0 to Berrien. So they're also looking to prove a little bit from last week to kind of show that they've worked hard this summer. And that's the thing with these programs, especially in South Georgia. You don't just show up the first day of school and start playing football. It's a whole summer program nowadays, and if you're not in that summer program, you're being left behind by these bigger schools.
Oh, absolutely. And we've got the Atkinson County Marching Band coming in front of the stands here. So they're getting in position. We did, I see now it looks like the Red Raider Regiment is starting to enter the stadium as well. So we're getting close to game time, folks. I'm excited. And what you were talking about there, Heath, with Atco and Berrien last week, and every week these schools are going to struggle week in and week out with what we've got going on right now with with this pandemic.
Absolutely, and after a while, especially small town USA, small town Georgia, you only got a certain amount of kids to pick from to start with.
Yes.
And when you start diminishing that with an illness or injury and things like that, it's definitely going to take a toll on your teams. And not to, again, we're not making excuses for either team. These guys have worked hard all the way from the smallest guy up to the biggest guy,
Yep.
freshmen to seniors. These guys worked hard all summer. And I do know what Coach Goss has done in the weight room, and I've seen those guys down there working out. So, we're hoping that, during the summer, these young guys are getting the chance to step up. They're going to take that ability now and run with it. And it doesn't do nothing but make Bacon County programs better in the years to come.
Well, one thing Coach Goss has done, since day one that he come in here in game one, is he's had a starting 22.
Yes.
All right. Year 3 of that, a lot of us sat in a touchdown club meeting and we said, Coach, why aren't you playing players both ways? He says, because we're building a program.
Yeah.
And that's his philosophy and his vision on how he goes about it.
That's right.
And what we've seen is a lot of growth.
Absolutely.
Where you got 22 kids that are perfecting a position, and they're getting a lot of playing time versus if you play in a player both ways, you always risk injury. I understand you have to do it. We are small-town Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it go that way for many, many years. So it's something that he's brought in here that I don't know that we've ever seen in Bacon County.
I can tell you, I've been a fan of Bacon County football my whole life, and there's not a time that I can think of that 22 starter stepped on the field. And we talked to him last night during the touchdown club meeting a little bit. He's still planning to go in that route. Maybe a couple are not going to start.
He did for the first time. We may tonight see a little bit. Maybe 2 or 3 players will play both ways.
And again, he's going to have to play this on the fly on how he's going to do it because he's in uncharted territory. He's never coached in a pandemic like we've faced the last 2 years.
Yes, and anytime if somebody were to tell you, hey, Coach, you're not going to be able to have 25 players this week, you'd be able to say, what?
Yeah.
What in the world? Something's wrong. So we're going to take a quick break here. They're about to play the national anthem, so we'll turn it back over to Mr. Paul and come back to you shortly.
FNB South, located at 423 West 12th Street in Alma, offers a full range of financial products and services for your personal and business banking needs. With checking and savings accounts, auto and personal loans, mortgage and commercial loans, plus SBA and farm loans. A member of the FDIC and an equal housing lender. FNB South is a proud supporter of Bacon County sports. We'd like to wish the players, coaches, and cheerleaders good luck on a safe and winning season. Ever see what some insurance companies make you go through to get a discount? At Country Financial, you can easily receive a discount, like the multi-policy discount. Here's how it works. You insure both your personal vehicle and your home with Country, and you'll immediately receive a discount on your auto premium. Sound easy enough? Discounts are also available for good drivers, good students, owners of multiple vehicles, and more. And they're just as easy to qualify for. To learn about the multi-policy discount and other ways to save, contact John Wheeler, your Country Financial representative in Alma. 218-4258. Burt CPAs in Alma, Baxley, Whitecross, and Homerville are the small business and agricultural tax specialists in Southeast Georgia. With locations on Lee Street in Whitecross, North Dixon Street in Alma, South Main Street in Baxley, and on Dame Street in Homerville. Burt CPAs offers a variety of services for individuals, small businesses, and farms. Stop by or give them a call today. Burt CPAs, serving Southeast Georgia. And we get ready to have a football game in Atkinson County. We've had a little rain delay down there. Let's go back to the stage.
All right. Welcome back here, live in Pearson, Georgia on Classic Country, 104.3. Joe Hayes here with Heath Carver. Heath, the game is finally starting to come together here. So we just got through doing the prayer and the national anthem.
And Joe, I don't know about you, but there ain't nothing no better than to hear a band from a high school playing the national anthem get started on the football field. That's, to me, that's you can't get no better than that.
Oh, I'm telling you. So Right now, it looks like Atkinson County has just raised their flag, and if you'll bear with us out there, we're struggling a little bit inside here since this rain. Our windows have fogged up, and there's no way to wipe them.
Yeah, we're just going to have to do the best we can to look around and duck and dodge. And
That's
Joe,
right.
Joe, if I sit here and get on top of you, just knock me off of it. But our Raiders look like they're, they're at the end of the field, ready to take the field. Tonight we're going to be with our white tops, with our black pants, red helmets. And, Joe, we got our horns on tonight. So I think we're ready to play some football.
Excited, Heath. And that was one thing. And, man, got to give a good shout-out to our touchdown club and to Cohen's of Alma and Julie's Specialties. They've kind of put together our swag bags for all the touchdown club members, and some of us today that got our memberships early we got our shirts and we got our new hats, and you'll have to check them out. You see somebody walking around with a BC hat on. It's like that heather gray, I think is what they call it. It's heather gray, and we've got the horn on the side of the hat, and it is a good-looking hat. I got real excited when Mr. Mark Cohen showed us these, and I said, man, that's what I've been wanting, one of them hats with a horn on it.
And to be completely honest, I got home with my bag yesterday and kind of set it down, and as soon as I set it down, Sam started tearing into it like it was Christmas, and I ain't seen that hat since then.
I know, and I just got our fan cloth order in yesterday, the order that I'd placed with the clothes the football team sold, so I got all kind of Red Raider swag going on, man.
All kind of new product to be trying out.
So I got to wear a fresh, brand new shirt today to go to breakfast and all that. So I was really excited. And there's nothing that I wear more proudly, man. I love to, anywhere I go in the country, and I've told people, and even my boys, I won a Salesman of the Year award. And I walked up on stage, and my boss said, you need to take that hat off. And I said, no, I'm proud of where I'm from.
Absolutely.
And, Bacon County, man, I went and stood on John Deere's stage and represented well. You're not going to make me take that hat off.
And, for myself growing up there, I'm a Georgia fan, things like that. But I'm a Bacon County fan before I am a Georgia fan. I'm just one of those guys. I love high school football in general because, to me, it's one of the purest forms. And just to be able to support my hometown, it's just something I take pride in.
Oh, definitely. So it looks like here we've got about 7 minutes and 50 seconds before game time. So y'all are going to hear a little bit more of me and Heath rambling. So what they're wanting the players to do, it looks like the officials said, all right, you got to warm your players back up. They were on such a long break. So they're out here stretching and getting loose. And so the cheerleaders, they all laid the banners back down and going to give these players a little time to get loosened up. While we do, I'll tell you what, let's take about a 3 or 4 minute break here and get our sponsors a little bit of recognition, and we'll come back here in a few minutes, and we'll go through some of our sponsors as well after Mr. Paul gets them some airtime. So we'll be back to you in about 3 or 4 minutes.
If you want to save money and save time on your grocery shopping, come on out to Jay's IGA, 1022 South Peter Street in Alma. You'll find savings down every aisle. A fantastic deli, farm fresh produce in this area's top meat department. Plus, you'll find short checkout lines, fast, friendly service, and some people that really appreciate your business. Jay's IGA in Alma says, Joe's Big Red.
Is your internet ever slow, laggy? Does it freeze right in the middle of your favorite show? Not anymore. When you upgrade to ATC Broadband, you'll get up to 100 megabits of bandwidth per second, unlimited internet, at an unbeatable speed with unbeatable service.
Do what?
That's ATC. Visit us online at atc.cc.
For more than 90 years, families across the South have come to trust D.L. & Sons products for quality meat and great taste. You'll find D.L.E. products in your groceries cooler. And if you don't, ask for them by name. Lee's Smoked Bacon, Andy, Georgia Boy, and Papa Dave's Smoked Sausage, smoked ham, picnic.
Need a torch.
A whole lot more.
A torch. Yeah, you can heat that window and make that go away.
From D.L. & Sons.
First-class healthcare is right here at home. Bacon County Hospital and Health System in Alma.
Hi, I'm Dana Moody, family nurse practitioner, and I'm excited to be working at the Bacon County Community Care Center, a division of Bacon County Hospital and Health System. I'm here to provide quality primary health care to all of Southeast Georgia. We treat all ages, from school-age children to senior adults. I treat chronic and acute conditions like diabetes, hypertension, fibromyalgia, arthritis, gastroenteritis, pharyngitis, allergies, and more. Plus, I'm here if you have a common cold or if you just need a checkup. The office is open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, with extended hours on Tuesday through Friday until 7:30 p.m., as well as Saturdays from 9 till 1. I'm Dana Moody, family nurse practitioner, and you're in my care.
First-class healthcare is right here at home at Bacon County Hospital and Health System in Alma. Compassionate.
Good afternoon, Raider Nation. My name is Brent Johnson. I want to welcome you to our live broadcast on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. Along with my son, Jake Johnson, is going to be on the camera tonight as we produce this show live from Pearson, Georgia, as your Bacon County Red Raiders will they will face the Atkinson County Rebels tonight in a non-region matchup, the first game of the regular season. Had a little rain delay. Going to get started here in about 4 minutes. Raiders warming up on the field, as well as the Rebels. Had a little rain delay, about 30-minute shower. Nothing else that cooled things down a little bit. Got the sun down behind the trees. I'll be honest, one of the worst places to try to broadcast for the first 30 minutes of the game. Usually we have the sun shining right in our camera lens. So, again, it kind of worked out for everybody. But I want to start off by thanking this year's, and for our 11th year in a row, Mr. Daniel Johnson and David Johnson, specifically the dad, has been a part of our Red Raider broadcast, one of the title sponsors for. This is the 11th year that I've been doing this, and they've been a part of it. They're part of Bennett and Johnson Insurance Company, and they are the football title sponsor this year for our broadcast. And we want to thank their support of Red Raider football through the broadcasting and through their support of the Football Booster Club. And encourage, if you have any questions or about your insurance, want to quote any information, please contact Daniel Johnson specifically, and they can fix you up. Again, just proud of those hometown guys, or at least David's been in Alma a while. I think he actually graduated from Pierce County over there, Patterson High School maybe, but we still welcome that family in, and again, look forward to their support every year. Now to our annual title sponsors for the 2021-22 athletic school year. I'm proud to announce Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply. Man, they're back with us every year, it seems like. Family Vision Care, Burt CPAs, and Mr. Andy Cawthorn at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Andy's been with us a long time, so is Lisa Coley there at Coley's Electric. Family Vision jumped on board a few years ago and have been loud and proud, as well as Burt CPA, Mr. Larry Taylor. I want to wish him well at home as he's navigating a little bit of a operation on his knee, and so we want to wish him a speedy recovery. He couldn't be here tonight. He is going to be home watching this broadcast and listen to it on the radio. Speaking of the radio, we're going to have the radio guys here back live in just a moment. I just wanted to pop in some sorry about that. Had an audio issue. Again, I just want to thank them for jumping back on board this year. Last year was a little strange. I didn't ask for sponsorships last year because I wasn't sure what the year would bring with COVID. But this year we reached out and asked for them to support our program, as well as my school program, the Engineering and Technology Department at Bacon County High School with the Technology Student Association. Again, I want to thank them for all these sponsors for supporting us and the needs of my kids as we travel around the state of Georgia, getting leadership opportunities as well as competitive events that we compete at. And I'll talk more about that later. But I'll just turn it back over to the radio guys. Less than a minute now before kickoff. Got some guys in the center of the field But again, we're going to Joe Hayes and Heath Carver on 104.3.
Coming and taking the field right now.
And, man, Heath, I love that new banner that we have for them to run through, and that's another compliment of the Bacon County Touchdown Club for the cheerleaders to use, for our players to run through. It is very, very nice. So
it is, and it was something, the one they had was nice, but it was old. It was been there a while.
Yeah, I think it was about 12 years old.
Yeah.
So it was in time of replacement.
But we got our two captains on the field, number 53 for ACO.
And that appears to be Ty Birch for Atkinson County.
And it looks like our captain is Mr. Caleb Griffin, number 74, senior offensive lineman. I think he should be starting at center if he was at the same place he was last week, Joe.
Yes.
It looks like ACO won the toss. They're going to defer to the second half. Tyler's pointing down towards the scoreboard down there, so that looks like what area we're going to go to.
Receive on the south end.
Yep. All right, Raider Nation, it looks like they finna tee it up. We finna get ready to play some football on this beautiful night here in ACO, Georgia.
And there's still a few little drops of rain here, Heath. The rain isn't completely gone. I don't know, that may be coming off the roof, but I keep seeing little drops here or there.
And that's going, again, when you start talking about football and wet weather, it could lead to some things that you don't want it to lead to. So our guys are definitely going to have to protect the ball tonight, keep it off the dirt as much as possible, and just protect it and make some drives, sustain some drives, make some good passing. Interested to see what our running game's going to look like.
Yes.
Looks like we're going to have Mr. Rashi Slade back tonight.
And I'm super excited about that. I know he's been
Absolutely.
chomping at the bit, boy. He is – that boy right there is a workhorse.
And he didn't like missing the spring game, and he was dealing with injury and then ended up under the protocol that they kind of having to follow. And I actually talked to him when he found out he was going to miss this last week's game, and I tell you, he wasn't happy at all. And if you know Mr. Rashi Slade, he's kind of an easy-go-lucky guy. He usually don't have a lot of emotions, but he was definitely emotional about not being able to play. So I know he's chomping to get back on the field tonight.
And he is a Red Raider through and through.
Absolutely.
That I can say about that young man. Him and his dad both. His dad was a former player, record holder here. Had 2 back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with rushing. And anyway, he I believe he's second place for single season
record. Rushing record.
Yeah, rushing yards in a season. He's second place that he holds there. So curious to see what his son does here. This will be his first year starting at running back, and he's really been hitting the weight room hard. So
interesting to see what ACO does. Last week they squib kicked it all last week. It looks like they're teeing it up, going to try to kick it deep.
Looks like
number 22 and number 3 are back deep for us. Number 3 is Trotman, and number 22 is Hudson Boatwright.
They kick it short.
Number 10 gets it, and he makes about 2 to 3 yards there, dancing around a little bit. But he fielded the punt or the kickoff, and I think they watched us from last year and tried to do that little pooch kick,
yes,
try to catch
definitely.
us off guard. And
so they're going to spot the ball on the 33. So we got good starting field position here for our offense to get things rolling. So let's hope we come out tonight and the players have had a little more time than usual with this rain delay to kind of get in there and get settled down, and coach to give them a good talking to. So let's see how we come out and start with our nerves here.
And it looks like we're going to start out on our offensive line. Number 65, Abraham. Number 56, Baker. Number 74, Caleb Griffin. Number 60, Tyler Thomas. And number 53, Jamel Harris. So we toss a pass to Guinea.
He's open. He's at the 40. He's at
the
35, the 30, the 15. He's going to go all the way.
First play of the game. Good job.
Yes, sir.
Way to go, Mr. Tomberlin. Good pass. Great catch by Mr. Guinea, number 14. I told you last week they seem to be coming together, being more of a connection right there. And you definitely saw it right there. That was a pretty little slant pass right up the middle. And Guinea weaved his way right on past everybody to make a score for us there. That's the way to open up a game right there.
I don't think anybody in here thought the first play that there's going to be a pass after the wet conditions here. Everybody's thinking handoff. Nerves. first play of the game, hand the ball off, see what we get,
Yep.
how everybody's playing it, and to have that level of confidence, I commend Coach Goss, and, man, our quarterback and receiver there.
They were on tune with each
It
other.
was.
That's beautiful. Hope to see more and more of that all season long as it gets going. Here are guys line up on that swinging gate, and now they're coming together. Abraham back to keep the extra point. Tyron Dean is down to holder. I'm trying to see who the long snapper is.
And we got a new long snapper,
And
and it's
looks
up and
good.
good. Very
Abraham
good.
hits the extra point. So that gives the Red Raiders a lead of 7-0 with 11 minutes, 46 seconds left in the first quarter.
What a way to start.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
And he's sending me messages and appreciates the updates on our social media. And it's crazy that you realize the importance of some of these. And for guys out there in the field, we thank you for your service, what they're doing out there. And but we're hometown proud, and I'm proud of these Red Raiders right now to come out and to stick it like that on the first play of the game and catch them off guard. So let's see what our defense can do and what Atco's got at hand here to start the game.
And we're moving from our left to our right down. We're going to kick down, and we're going to be defending. And as Abraham fixing to get ready to tee it up, he done pretty good last week. And with Abraham, the score we got was off a 32-yard field goal. So Abraham's getting better and better each week, it seems like, in his field goal and his kick and roll. It took him a little bit of time last season to kind of get the hang of not kicking the round ball, kicking the oval one.
Yeah.
But he seems like he's doing really good with it. And it's just nice to know that that's in our bag of tricks if we need a field goal down the line, that he's got the ability to get it down there for us. Abraham comes up, get ready to kick it. Kicks it fairly high.
And it's pretty
down
deep,
to
too.
about the 9. Oh, he bobbles it.
He picked it
picks
back
it up. We surround him. Number 38 got a hand on him.
Struggled there to bring him down. It took us about 6 yards when we made first initial contact and wrapping him up, and before we could bring him down. So good job by the return guy there for Atco. Looks like they're going to spot the ball on about the 27.
27. And looking at Atco last week from pictures and things like that, they've got a big running back in the backfield that they'll run ground and pound. And I do know for us on the Raider Nation side, at middle linebacker, we've got a freshman, number 57, Coach Goss said he was looking at starting him this morning at middle linebacker, and he looks like he's out there, Mr. Connor Boatwright. They take the snap and they run it right up the middle.
We closed the hole, and he's going to fall forward for maybe about a 2-yard. Looks to be about a 2-yard gain on the play.
And we had quite a few Red Raiders right there. That's what we want to see, is our guys getting down and dirty there in the middle of the line and just blocking that up.
I like to see these young guys getting physical right out the start here.
And you got really some, like you said, some young guys. I know number 22, Hudson Boatwright. He's a sophomore.
And we've got 11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's Bacon 7, Atco 0, and Atco has the ball. It's second down and 8.
Instead of the 3-man front, we're going to the 4-man. He runs it up the middle, dodges a few people. We finally bring him down there about the 30-yard line, 31-yard line.
Maybe a 5 or 6 yard gain on the play.
And again, we're going to have to man up here because they're going to run it straight downhill. Yes. There's nothing special about what they do. It's just old-timey football, just straight down the field. Talked about a little bit 5 yards in a cloud of dust. They're happy with 5 yards every play.
3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Ball is on the, 36-yard line.
Our guys are lined back up on defense. And they right to that fullback. We stopped him in the hole.
Way to go,
Good job. And that was that freshman, number 57, Connor Boatwright we were talking about. That made a big stick there.
He put that helmet right on the numbers where you want to see it. He come off his block and, hit that guy square in the numbers.
And stood him straight up.
Yes.
He didn't have nowhere to go.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and 3. So it's a loss on the play. Let's see what Atco does here. They're going to punt or
now they look like they're huddling up.
They're going for it.
And they will run, a little bit of.
They may try to get us to jump off sides here. Let's see if they do that and call a timeout. Let's see what they do.
See if we're a little.
Oh, they're going for it. And we
hold him.
Come on. We stop it.
Oh, he keeps pulling forward. Oh,
He
finally got enough for the first down, but our graders hit him in the line. We've just got to wrap up a little bit better than what we just did on that play.
That was a hard-fought run. He earned every yard on that run because we stopped him 2 yards before he crossed the first down, and he kept pushing and kept driving and kept his legs moving and kept pushing, and we about got him down, and he kept his feet up and just enough to get just barely past it. So good job by Atkinson County there, and our Raiders just got to buckle down a little bit more here.
Yeah, we're where we need to be at defensively. We just got to do a little things to tweak it. They don't seem to be running much more than just power. It's going to be power all night long, and our defense is just going to stand up and be man about it.
First and 10.
Back off to the top side number.
And they find a hole, and he gets about 11, 12 yards on the run.
That's their little number 2 run back. And last week he carried the load for them. So we're going to have to definitely put a hat on him and get him to stop and just grind this out.
So they're right here. The ball is on the 49. They're trying to cross into our territory as hard as they can here. So it's going to be first down and 10. Ball's on the 40, on Atco 49.
And they come back out in that little, it's an old-timey power eye formation. There ain't nothing special about it. They just going to run it and see if we can stop it. And that little number 2's fast, and he gets outside. And we finally run him out of bounds. Number 3 runs him out of bounds. That's Trotman.
Yep. And that's going to be another big gain. That was about a 15, looks to be about a 15 or 16-yard gain on that play.
Joe, sometimes we talk about the different offenses and things like that. Sometimes a little offense like this where it's just ground and pounding 4 or 5 yards, that's the best defense because it keeps our offense off the field. No matter how fast we run, if we're not on the field, we can't get there. So our defense has got to stand up. We got to make a stop right here.
8 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
And it right back off to number 2, and he goes right around the end. Do if we got it. He didn't get quite outside.
Oh.
Knock him out of bounds.
And what happened there is we pushed the guy out of bounds, and he ran into somebody on the other side, and then he tumbled on the track.
Yeah.
So he
looks
may
like everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Coming back onto the field. He's a little slower than he was when he walked off of it.
He's tapping to come off.
Yeah, I think they running in the little number 3 at the running back position. But, coming into the game, this is what Atco does.
Yes.
They line it up, they pound it, and once they get to around the edge, they see how fast they can outrun you.
So it's first and 10, balls on the 22 here, deep in our territory. Atco's got a single receiver down to the bottom. 3 men in the backfield.
Under center.
Yep.
Counter play.
And we stop it.
We do stop it. And he's still driving his feet. See where they mark him down at.
They are not going down easy.
I'll give them credit. And a good running back's going to do that.
Yes.
They're going to keep driving that feet till they hit the dirt.
Looks like it's going to be
about a yard gain.
A short yard. It's going to bring up second and 9. 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. The clock is rolling. Bacon 7, Atco 0. They are trying hard to drive down here on us.
And our interior linemen, number 50 and number 52, Trey Woodbury's number 50 and Rod O'Neill, are senior defensive linemen, and we jumped off sides.
We did. So that's going to be a penalty on us and give Atco 5 yards here.
We can't give them any free yards.
No, not deep in our territory like this.
No.
So that's going to bring up second down and 4. That puts the ball on the 16.
On the 16, yes, sir. Our guys are moving around, getting in their position like they're supposed to be.
Yep.
They line it back up, and they do a little toss sweep out this way.
We almost got a hand. We do come off the block, but he's
gain about 5-6 yards. Though. Looks like it's going to be about the 5-yard line.
That's another first down.
That'll give them first and goal there on the 5-yard or 6-yard line.
Yep.
And again, our defense is back on the heels of the goal line. We spent a lot of time there last week. I'd prefer not to be down there too much.
We need a big play here. We need a turnover.
Absolutely.
We need a turnover, somebody to put a hand or a helmet on the ball, and let's stop this drive.
And it's that power eye under center. Calls for it. Hands off to number 3 right in the middle. And he just drives his feet right onto the score.
So Atco with a very successful series there.
Nice drive. Took a lot of time off the clock.
And what guts for the coach down here deep in their territory to go for it on 4th down, because that huge momentum and confidence in your team right here.
You know, again, we talked about it. Atco's going to run this all night long. They're just going to line it up until you stop it.
Yep. And our guys are going to have to step up big here.
Yep.
And we're going to see who wears down first.
That's it.
That's what it's going to come down to.
So they line up to kick it. Number 26 is back to kick the field goal. And it looks good.
Looks good.
So the score is 7-7 with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first quarter.
And Heath, let's take a real quick timeout here and a commercial break and get our sponsors a little bit of recognition.
Again, I want to welcome Raider Nation to the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. I want to give our title sponsors a plug. You seen a commercial a moment ago by Bennett and Johnson Insurance, Mr. David and Daniel Johnson in the Alma Bacon County office. I want to thank them again for coming on board as the football title sponsor for this season, as they support Red Raider Broadcasting, Engineering Technology Department at Bacon County High School, as well as the Football Booster Club. I also want to mention audibly Cody's Electric and Plumbing Supply, Family Vision Care, Burt CPAs, and Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales.
All right, Raider Nation, we're back live here. The score is Bacon County 7, Atkinson
do a little
County
pooch
7.
kick. Number 10 has the ball. He's going to try to catch it outside. He goes up the middle, gets about 5-6 yards on it. That's freshman Mr. Aiden Cawthorn, number 10. Very good athlete. And he showed he didn't get a chance to show his speed, but he was doing everything he needed to do to try to get some yards on that.
So they're going to spot the ball on the 36. Maybe the 37. No, they're going to mark it on the 36.
You know, we'll see what we can do. That one-play drive was nice, but we need to take a little bit of time off the clock and try to keep their offense off the field a little bit.
6 minutes and 28 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
We talked about the starting line and how well they done last week with the bigger guys. And we do have Mr. Rashid Slade back there with Rocker Tomberlin at quarterback, Rashid's at running back. We got the one back in the backfield, and we got twins. Throw a slant pass to number 3. Oh, right out of his hands.
He had a guy right on him. He'd have probably been a good 6-7 yard gain on the play if we could have brought the ball down. But
and again, you know, it's wet. It's going to be hard for him to bring it in. But as a wide receiver, they're taught, if it hits your hands, we got to bring it in.
Yes,
and I'm
sir.
sure Mr. Trotman, if he gets the chance, he's going to bring it back in next time. But we're lining up. We're getting the plays from the sideline. We've gone to our double set, which are 2 twins on either side, one running back in the backfield. Rocker takes the snap, looking back. It's
Good
number
catch.
10. Again, great catch for a gain of about 7-8 yards, it looks like. And again, we're using those young guys early tonight.
Yes, we are.
And it's good seeing them stepping up, making the catches when they need to make those catches.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and a 4, it looks like. A short 4.
But our Raiders are kind of trying to put a drive here together, but we've got to punch it in here. We don't want to go and punt off here 3 downs and punt. We want to just sustain this drive and get as far down the field as we can. We'd love to score.
Curious to see here on 3rd and 4. Are we going to pass it or are we going to run the ball?
We got trips up top. There's the pass, rolls out. He's being.
Yep, and they stop him.
Just like we fumbled the ball. And they're saying Atco got the ball.
So they flush our quarterback out of the pocket. And,
put some pressure on him.
Yep, somebody got in there and got a hand on him and knocked the ball out. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for Atco here. And they get the ball. Looks to be on about the 38, 39-yard line.
And last week, Joe, from my understanding, we didn't have any fumbles. We had one interception last week, so we didn't turn the ball over very much. And that's the key to these games. If we turn over a bunch, we're going to end up losing. So we've got to hold on to this ball even though it's wet. Our defense is back out. Got 2 linebackers back. Do that little toss play, sit and get outside. We had him pinned back up, and he just keeps getting away from us.
We got a flag. Curious to see here. We
Looks like we're going to get a face mask on that one. But we had a hand on him in the backfield. We just got to bring him down when we get a hold of him.
And it looks like it is a face mask call.
And then we can't just give them free penalties all night long. That free yardage adds up.
So this penalty is definitely going to hurt right here.
It is. It's going to put them probably well into the red zone. And that's going to put them at 1st down and goal right inside the 10-yard line, Joe.
Yep. They spotted the ball on the 9-yard line. Bacon County 7, Atco 7. 5 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here in the 1st quarter.
Atco lines right back up in that power I set they've been in all night long. And our Raiders have our heels on the dirt, on the edge again. They run number 3 right up the middle, huge hole, and he goes in for the score, Joe.
Yeah, we're going to have to do much better up front to stop this right here. On the outside, we're getting to him. We're just we're not wrapping up.
And we're flushing him outside. Just got to get him, like you said, we got to bring him to the dirt.
Yep.
He's a very good running back. He's driving his feet. He's pounding the ball in, and that's what he's supposed to be doing in this offense. We've just got to man up now and just step up and say, hey, we're not going to take it no more. But they're ready to line up to kick the PAT. And as they get set, see if our guys come in. Not much.
Good hold, and the kick
but
is
it looks good. So now with 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the 1st quarter, Atco 14, our Bacon County Red Raiders 7.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
We talked about early in the preseason or the pregame show that we were talking about. These young guys are being called upon to do some big things.
Definitely.
And, you know, I'm sure their eyes are wide open right now in kind of a little shell shock playing in their varsity games. But these guys have stepped up, and I'm proud of just what I'm seeing, the effort-wise. But, you know, there's little things we got to work on.
Well, you're going to see that when you've got this many young players on the field with freshmen and sophomores starting in a game. And this is where they're going to learn. And if we're going to – and he slips. Oh, good job.
Oh, good job by our number 74 there. As the kicker slipped, it did go 10 yards, and he had the knowledge just to go get the ball and cradle it and fall down on it. So that was an excellent play on our guy's part. He didn't just bail out of there like they taught a lot of times. He actually watched where the ball went. So that was a great heads-up play by Mr. Caleb.
And it's been a long time. I can't remember the last time that I actually saw a kicker slip.
Yeah, that's usually don't happen that way.
No. And I do mean a full-fledged slip. I mean, he fell to the dirt.
That was almost Charlie Brown-esque right there. But our Raiders, we coming back out now. We got trips down to the bottom.
And the ball is on the 49.
Mr. Tomberlin's back with Rashid back in the backfield.
Here we go.
See the first handoff, and he tries to get around the edge, and they just get back there and wrap him up.
And no blocks on the corner there to allow Rashid to get to the outside. So, again, offensive line here, a lot of young guys stepping up. Got to get in there, stay on them blocks, and give Rashid enough time to get to the outside.
Doubles, 2 twins on either side. We're getting the play in from the sideline. And this is the way Coach Goss is wanting to run it, kind of a little bit of a hurry up, but have a little bit of patience behind it also. Mr. Tomlin gets the snap.
Oh,
we got to let somebody in.
A little miscommunication there. So Slade, our running back, runs into the back of Tomberlin, our quarterback, as he is trying to pass the ball. And that ball went up in the air like a duck and flew over the top of our receiver. And luckily, nobody came down with it on Atkinson's side.
And that's going to bring down a 3rd down and about 11 and a half, Joe.
Yeah.
That our Red Raiders have got to go to get a 1st down here.
4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining.
A little bit of that nerve, and they called a penalty.
We'll see who
called the play dead, and that usually indicates that something we've done wrong. And it's going to be a false start on the Red Raiders. They're going to back us up 5 more yards.
So hurting ourselves here at the start.
And it's something, if I look back at the film right from last week, we didn't have these issues.
No.
We played a pretty clean game as far as the penalty-wise. And here we done see it put us behind the 8 ball already. We can't keep giving them penalties and us having our own. But here we come, set back up with our doubles, which is twins on both sides. With 1 backfield. He takes the snap. Little swing pass to number 3. He gets hit. After the reception, he gets a gain of about 5-6 yards, gets almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
So that's going to bring up 4th down and 11. Clock's ticking, 3 minutes and 54 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Atco 14, Bacon 7. So it looks like we're going to punt the ball. And one thing here on the offensive side of the ball, I believe we've got either 7 or 8 new starters.
Yeah, it's
on the offensive side of the ball.
And so it's something that we talked about it. They got to grow up. They got to do the job that they've been coached to do, and to the best of their ability. And at the end of the day, trust in what their training's taught them and just go out there and do it. Don't let the lights of the stadium just get too bright for you.
It's our 3rd string long snapper, so let's hope we can get a good snap off here.
It looks like we having some confusion, a flag on the play, delay a game.
And that may have been a little intentional there to give us a little better kicking position.
No,
going to back it up 5 yards.
We didn't have enough men on the field. We only had 10 players there. So we're going to back us up there, and we're going to try it again here. Cozy did a good job last week getting the ball way up in the air, getting some air time under it. I would like to see him pin them deep here.
And get some hats downfield.
Yes, sir.
So good snap.
Just straight up in the air. Get away from it.
Yeah, and the ball's going to go out of bounds, so it was going to be
1st and 10 on their 49s where the ACCO's going to start at. Joe, I'll tell you now, our defense, we got some holes we need to work on filling there. And again, these guys are working hard. I ain't saying they're not. But, this is an offense, like we said, they're going to run it till we stop it.
Yep.
And if we can't stop it, they're going to run it on us all night long. They might run it 100 times.
A wet ball is definitely having an effect on us here. That punt, we only moved the ball here about 6 yards on that punt. So we got to do a better job of drying the ball. Guys staying to their assignments and knowing where they're supposed to be. Had 10 men on the field, so everybody's trying to pick up and do what we can here. So coaches pulled everybody in a huddle over on the sideline.
And, our other players, our offensive line and offense looks to be over there on the bench talking to Coach John Davis Sellers, the new offensive coordinator.
Yep.
And we're trying to get this thing ironed out. It's going to take a little bit of time. Again, these are young kids. But they are stepping up. They're coming out here. They're playing hard. Just little things we need to work on.
And one thing I didn't do here, let's give a shout out to Coach Thomas and his wife.
That's right.
Mr. and Mrs. Coach Thomas. They're both coaches. They had the birth of a new baby boy yesterday, so congratulations to them. Coach Thomas is our wide receivers coach.
And new Raider in our Raider Nation.
That's right.
So our guys line up, and look like we're in the 4-man front. Power I.
And man, if they had not blew that dead, he fumbled the ball, and we
looks like he stepped just a moment too soon there, the running back did, to try to get to his hole. And I'm like you, though. I kind of wish they hadn't blown that one dead there. That would have been a nice one to have back there. And it looks like it was number 8, Aiden Wright, that was back in the backfield to recover that.
Not sure what's going on here. Atco running some players on and running some off.
Yep.
Now, is there no penalty? So I'm not sure why they blew.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened like that, Joe.
So no penalty on the play, unless there was an equipment issue and the official called it, and he run the player off. That's probably what just happened there.
But they line up the power I, run it right up the middle, number 3, and he keeps driving his feet. He hits that hole. He finds him a spot to swivel through, and he takes off.
The old bowling ball effect.
That's it.
And that's what he looks like out there. He's staying low, head tucked. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. The clock is ticking. Atco 14, Bacon 7. The ball is in our territory now on the 47.
On the 47, it's second and
42. Excuse me. 42.
Second and 2. They lined up in that power I formation. Again, they're going to run it all night. Little counter play there, and he finds him a hole.
He sheds a player off with a stiff arm. And physical running by Atkinson County tonight.
They are physical, and we run out. Looks like a whole new station out here onto our defense. Again, trying to see if we can just stop the bleeding a little bit, Joe.
Yep.
And again, our Raiders are defending to the south side of the field. Atco is actually moving from our right to our left. And they're driving here again with a nice little drive, Joe. It's just 5 yards in a cloud of dust. The only way to explain it. That running back finds him a hole. He hits and he takes off. So here we step back up. And we met him here. But he keeps driving and pushes forward for a couple of more yards.
Now we're getting a little more physical on this play right here.
But he still picked up about 4 yards there, Joe. So that's going to bring up 4th and 4. And our Raiders, we kind of, like you said, got a little bit more physical on that play.
Yep.
But we got just got to keep
we're just going to have
physical.
to stay on that, and we got to start to wear these guys down.
Yes.
To be able to stop this. So if we're not hitting them in the mouth and hitting them hard, we got to do something to slow them down, because they're looking up at us right now and saying, "Hey guys, we're coming."
And if I'm not mistaken, Joe, they just ran in another quarterback, number 1. He's under center. He does a little tall sweep, and we take it outside, but we leave him in lane, and he takes it. And again, when he puts his foot in the dirt to go north and south, he takes off, Joe.
Yeah, and they're giving him some room out there. Their offensive line are pulling good here, getting some blocks on us, and allowing their guys to find a seam and cut up field. And another big gain for Atkinson County. It's going to bring up 1st down and 10. The ball is on about the 17, 18, somewhere right in there.
Yes, sir.
It's hard to see from here. 40 seconds remaining. The clock is ticking.
They hand off to the down, and they get a block. And he makes it for about 5 more yards there. And again, these guys are lead blocking, and they ain't taking no prisoners when they block.
That was a 10-yard run. That's going to be 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and goal here with 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Ball's
Our Red
on the
Raiders
6.
got their heels on the end zone line again. Would love to see them just step up.
25
make a stop
seconds
right
remaining.
here.
Clock's rolling. So they're going to get a play off.
They're coming to the line. Power I handed that number 11.
We'll get a hand on him.
And
Red Raiders, did he get back to the original line of scrimmage? Yeah, it looks like he did.
Looks like he did.
And he fell forward for about a 2 or 3 yard gain. And then we're going to roll out here. Be the end of the first quarter. So let's take a quick timeout and get our sponsors a little bit of recognition. That's the end of the first quarter. Atco 14, Bacon 7, and they are knocking on our door to score
They
again.
are knocking.
And so we're flipping sides of the field here. So now Atco is going to the north.
Yep.
So the
got our
ball is at the 3-yard line. They're trying their best to punch in. It is second down and goal. Ball is on the 3. Atco 14, Bacon 7. And we need our defense to step up big here.
If they ain't stepped up all year, this is the time to step up now.
Is.
And just make a statement. Say, hey, we're still here. We're still hanging around. And again, Atco's lining right back up in that power I. 2 big fullback tops. And what they're doing is just pounding it right up the middle. And again, they hand it right up the middle. He takes it in for the score. Right off the top edge or the left edge, and he finds him a seam, and he takes off, Joe.
So to start the second quarter, they punch another one in. It's Atkinson County 20, Bacon County 7, 11 minutes and 56 seconds remaining here. Atco's going to attempt for the
extra
PAT.
Point, yep. And again, they just methodically just drove down the field, didn't get out of their game, and just kept the pressure on us, and we just haven't found an answer for it yet, Joe. We got to step up and just make those plays when we need to make them. And they're trying to run a guy off the field real fast.
And some of the scores I see going on out there, it looks like Brunswick 13.
We get a hand on it. Number 19, Cozy Batten, got a hand on it.
And we
a
block
little
it.
bit of a bad snap there, but Cozy come rushing in there, and he's been close all last year and this year also on getting his fingers in there on it. He finally did get one. So it's good to see that effort coming across there from Cozy
Right now,
Batten.
anything positive that we can pull
Absolutely.
from, I'll take it. I'll take it. So that could come back to bite later in the game.
Absolutely.
We've seen it happen many a times. All right, offense. We got to get something going here. We got to get the ball rolling. And so far, Atco, they're going toe-to-toe with us, and they're winning the battle right now.
They are, and it's just like an old heavyweight fight. There ain't much dancing to it. They just coming in there pounding on you.
They are.
And that's what it is. It's just a pure pounding, and our defense and our coaching staff, we've got to come up with an answer for it.
And they're trying. We're seeing them change out a lot of players.
Yep.
Bringing in some guys playing both ways now, trying to find some answers to get in here and to stop. So we'll continue, I know, for our coaches to coach them up over on the sideline, and we just need our players to step up in a big way here and make something happen.
And they set back up to kick, and they've kicked 2 pooch kicks, so I don't think they're going to do anything different here. Going to try to catch us off guard a little bit maybe. And he kicks a little pooch kick to the sideline, and our guys come up, and he falls on it, and it's going to give us the ball. Looks like it's going to be on our 35-yard line, where we're going to start at. We're moving from our right to our left now.
And that was
Number
recovered with Harrison Lee on the
coverage there.
Yep.
He played it pretty good. But now our offense has got to step up and let's get a drive going. I know we had the first big play of the game, but since then we've kind of sputtered a little bit. We need to pick it up and just put the gas down a little bit and see just how fast and how far we can get down that field here.
Ball is on the 35, 1st and 10, Red Raiders.
And our guys come to the line. Empty backfield now.
Oh, man.
Everybody down to the bottom side.
And they're
in a
confused.
diamond formation. We run a little screen pass out that way, and he's
We
got the
blocks.
edge here. Again, he gets around. He gets about 4 yards is what they're going to give him. I thought he was about 5.
No, I think they're marking him 5. Let's see. Nah, you were right, Heath.
But, you know, that's a little wrinkle. We ain't seen
Yeah.
none this year, and here we are back at it again. We're going to run to the quads to the bottom side here in a bunch pattern. Tomlin's going to take and the same little pass pattern, and we're going to run it. He's going to hit the middle this time.
It'll be about a 3-yard gain, maybe 2-yard gain on the play.
Looks to be about 3 yards, so that's going to bring up.
We got a penalty.
Again,
we have
can't.
a personal foul. Not sure who that.
No, I'm not sure which way they're going to point that one right now.
Number 88 for us looked to be in the middle of that.
Yep. And again, if it's on us, we just can't give them this kind of penalties. This is just giving them stuff, and it's hurting us in the process. And if it does, and they are going to throw it against us, it's a personal foul. And that just negates everything we just worked on.
It does.
It's going to hurt us bad, and not only that, it's bringing another guy onto the field that he might need a little bit of a break tonight.
And I see Coach, he pulled the player off the field, so he's having a little talk with him over there.
Well, again, we've got, things happen in the game.
Yeah.
It's got to be corrected.
And you never know. Sometimes I've been in there where a guy's holding your face mask and he's dragging you around, and you slap his hand off or grab him, and then you end up getting a penalty called on you.
And we've been around football long enough to know you ain't the first person that starts. It's the one that retaliates is what gets the penalty. So here we come back, and it looks like we're going to be in our double twin set.
3rd down and long.
Yes, sir, and a mile, as they say. And Rashid Slade, number 5, is in the backfield. And Riker brings him to the line. We've got to play.
We got a receiver not covered down here on the bottom.
And he's looking deep.
Yep.
Oh, he's going to take it and run it now. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, which will be about 7-yard gain there.
Oh, and we got another penalty. Let's see if this goes on us or Atco. Not sure. Little roughness going on our quarterback there, what it looked like down under the pile.
And, these officials don't seem to be giving them much of a leeway here tonight.
Yep.
So we're going to see which way he's going to point the arrow.
Personal foul on Atco.
So that's going to move us up and should give us a first down, Joe.
What I saw on that play, it looked like we had some gouging going on
down
the ground.
At the bottom of the pile, with our quarterback.
Yep. Our quarterback come up. He was hot now.
Oh, yeah, he was. And it's nice to see your quarterback get a little fire every so often. That's the one you want to be the leader of the team and see him step up and have a little bit of fire.
So Bacon County is calling a timeout, and the officials are bringing the coaches out here, having a little talk. They are with the ATCO coach and explaining to him exactly what went on under the pile. And, boy, they having a good talking right there, Heath.
It's a come-to-Jesus meeting, as they say, and I ain't sure which one's fixing to win here.
Well,
but it's usually the one in the yellow with the yellow flag in his pocket.
That's right. That's the only one that wins.
But here our Raiders come back out. We ready to play.
Yes, sir.
They set the ball back down. It looks to be on our 48-yard line.
I don't know if that was an actual timeout or an official timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the coach just wanted to talk it out a little bit. But our Raiders, we come back out. We're in the trip set up to the top now.
So it's going to be first and 10.
We're still moving from our right to left here in the press box.
Ball's on the 48.
And Riker comes back, and he gets ready to receive the ball, and he looks back to the sideline to get a play in. And we look like we're now got our play, and we're ready.
We're going to throw
There's a little pitch there to our little wide receiver, and I like the effort in it. Even though
we just hit the slot guy in the middle there.
Yep.
And just a quick little pass.
And that's number 10, Mr. Aiden Cawthorn.
That's going to be a 9-yard gain on the play.
And he was one. He might have went down, but he hadn't heard the whistle, so he kept moving his feet. I like to see this effort we're seeing here. A little bit of tenacity we're showing on this drive, and that's what we need. We need to have to step up and just let them know that, hey, we ain't going to be bullied all night long.
One of my favorite terms in football, yak.
Yeah.
Yards after catch. I want to see much more yak.
So we got about a half a yard
We're going to hand off.
Hand the
We
sweep
got a
off
block
number
to the
3.
outside. He cuts back up, and they're going to bring him down, but he's going to get a first down on the play.
Absolutely.
About a good 6-yard, 7-yard run for our Raiders. So good effort here.
And number 3, Kadobe Trotman made a great effort there after the play, or after he got the handoff. He had to do a little dancing to get those yards. But when he got moving north and south, he headed that way, and that's good to see a wide receiver get the ball in his hands.
1st and 10 Raiders. We're already set back up, so we're going in a hurry-up offense. We pause for a second. Ball is on the 34-yard line. 10 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Atco 20, Bacon 7. Trying to get something working here. Tomberlin looks back. He makes a good pass. A receiver goes up and gets it, number 11.
Mr. Tyron Dean made a great catch there, senior wide receiver for Bacon County. We talked about him a little bit last week.
Yep. He was the senior spotlight today.
You know, he's the only senior that we've had play all 4 years for Bacon County. This group is coming on, and it's good to see him stepping up and making that good catch right here. I think in the last series, I kind of saw him a little aggravated. I think he might have felt he was open, and he wasn't getting the ball. So
8-yard gain on the play. It's going to bring 2nd down and 2.
So now we run our doubles, twins up to both sides. Number 5, Rashid Slade's in the backfield.
Ball's on the 25.
We take the snap and we hand the
ball.
ball. Oh,
no,
nice
he
little
keeps
pull.
it. And they read that the whole way.
With a loss there, and maybe Mr. Tomlin should have kept or handed that ball off and let Rashid see what he could have done with it.
Well, he'd have definitely been back to the line of scrimmage at least.
So that definitely hurts us. It backs us back up now, and it's putting us about 3rd and 8 here on this drive. And, Joe, it's been a nice little drive. I'd like to see us punch this one in.
You got to keep this momentum going.
So Raiders, we set back up in that double twin set that we've got, single backfield. Rikers getting the call from the sideline.
And this is 4-down territory, so, you know, if we can get 5 or 6 out of this play and then go for it, we're stepping back. Tomberlin's going to pass deep, and he goes way over our receiver.
He stepped up in the pocket to make a throw, and he's just a little too high on that throw to number 14, Antoine Fuller.
He's going to bring up 4th down and 8 here.
Let's see what Coach Goss does. I don't see him bringing the kicking team on. I think we're just going to go for it. And it looked like a nice pass.
He floated it over just a little bit. It was maybe, you know, a good foot over the receiver, and that's just kind of a timing thing. And he was stepping up into the pocket as he made the pass.
So it's 4th down and about 8. Raiders have got their trip set down to the bottom side of the field. One wide receiver up to the top of the field. Riker steps up, receives the ball. He's looking downfield.
He's going deep.
Going deep.
We got
number
a receiver.
14. And just over his, shot him just by a hair. So Acco's going to take over right there on downs, Joe. But, you know, we had a nice little drive going. We just got to learn to piece it all together, Joe.
We do. And, you know, out of that, I've seen some good things. Offensive line, I commend them. They were doing a better job up front. Receivers, a little better on their routes.
Yes.
So we're improving.
Yes.
I'm seeing things improve. So we're handling the ball a little better.
And when you see your quarterback start stepping up into the pocket and making the throws, again, yes, it was a little high, but he's learning on the fly pretty much, and he's stepping up and he's going to take these throws downfield and try to get his receivers. And again, he just missed number 14 just by the tips of his fingers there.
So defense has definitely got to get something going here. We've not been able to stop them all night. Atco 20, Bacon County 7. 8 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And our defense comes up to the line. Again, their offense is in that power eye. And they're going to run it down to the bottom side. Yep. And we got a hold of him now. Number 35, Akey Brown, freshman, made a great stop there.
And we're loading up a little more. We're starting to load the box a little more here and tightening up. So we're not quite spread out as far as we have been on this first 3 series that Atco scored on us. So we're seeing a little tighter defense here.
And they did get it back to the line of scrimmage. So now you're looking at 2nd and 10. And that's where you want to put the offense at. You want them on their heels on the 2nd down play. You want them to have to go for long yardage. Again, Atco comes right back at the line. They're running that power eye. And we kind of jump off sides there.
Good job by Atco offense.
Yes, sir.
And, I mean, our whole squad jumped off on that.
Got to be a little bit more disciplined. Again, we kind of get in our little routine and we think we know what they're doing, but we can see here Atco's going to throw a little wrinkle in there every so often. And our guys are just, and that comes with maturity, learning this game.
That's maturity over youth.
That's it. But our guys step back up and
7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. The clock is ticking. It's going to be
power
second down and
we
5.
are tightening up quite a bit now, it looks like, on our defensive side.
Yeah, we're
power eye right off the edge, and we get another hand on him. And we bring him down by a host of Raiders. That was a good job defensively. One guy spun him around. Yeah. And when you looked, and there was 3 or 4.
1 yard gain on the play. So if we can keep them with that, that's going to bring up third down and a long 4 and with for Atkinson County. And
this running back, if we're depending on one guy to bring him down, he ain't never going to do it. We've got to get in that swarm of ant mentality.
And we want to force them. We know that they're not comfortable to pass the ball.
No,
they're
not.
proving to us that they are a run team.
Yep.
And that's what they're going to continue to do. So, we've got to find a way to put them in an uncomfortable position.
Absolutely. And, again, it's that power eye set. And we jumped off sides again.
And we're going to give them a first down.
We are shooting ourselves in the foot each and every time, Joe, with this 3 yardage we keep giving them.
So we were, looks like we were going to blitz on the play.
Yep.
And so that's going to give them a first down, and that hurts.
That does hurt. It's 6 minutes, 51 seconds left in the half, Joe. And they'll get the ball back, if I'm not mistaken, at halftime.
Yep.
So we would love to stop them here and try to get a drive going to see what we could do about punching one in. But here we go. We line back up in that power eye. Our guys come in. Looks like be a 4-man front. A little bit of toss outside.
And they cut it back up. And we hit them. Linebackers shift over, and we get a stop on the play.
That looked to be number 22 coming up off the bottom, and I think number 57.
And a good stop.
It was a great stop.
So only 2-yard gain on the play.
And we had some guys in the backfield making the, turning it back inside like they're supposed to. And that's what this is going to be about. It's all discipline and doing your job and making sure that, you're in the right spot. That's where you need to be at on this. And our guys are starting to show a little bit of standing up to them a little bit on this drive.
Second down and 8 for Atco. 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. The clock is rolling. Atco 20, Bacon County 7. Take the snap. Fakes the handoff, and it looks like
we got him in the backfield.
We're going to sack him in the backfield.
Yes, sir. Good job, guys. Number 8 is in there on the sack there. Number 8 is Mr. Aiden Wright.
And we did not fall for the fake.
Absolutely, and it was a nice little fake. He kept it off to his side.
Is that who was in on the play? Oh, okay. My bad. Thought somebody was talking to us here trying to give us some information.
But, that was nice to see them. Again, I knew it was coming probably. You run it. We're going to try to fake it now. And our guy stayed home, done his job, what he's supposed to do, and he made a great play and got a sack here on the play.
Atco's continuing to run this clock as much as possible, and they're going to call a timeout. So we're going to take a quick break here. We're at 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Atco 20, Bacon County 7. We'll come back to you shortly after this timeout.
Good evening, Raider Nation. I want to thank you again for joining us on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV's Red Raider Broadcasting. My name is Brent Johnson. I'm an instructor at the Engineering and Technology Department at Bacon County High School, along with Jake Johnson, senior of Pathway Completer at Bacon County High School for my program, and TSA member. He is on the camera tonight, and he's also my son, so I appreciate him being here tonight as we kick off our football season, broadcast season. I want to thank our football title sponsor, Bennett & Johnson Insurance, specifically David and Daniel Johnson in the Bacon County or Alma-Bacon County office. For once again, I believe this is their 11th year. At least David has been a part of our broadcast through his different agencies. I want to thank him for, again, supporting all things Bacon County Red Raider. I want to thank our 2021-22 athletic school year sponsors. That's all year long. You're going to hear me talking about Cooley's Electric and Plumbing Supply, Family Vision Care, Burt CPAs, and Andy Cawthon Auto Sales. I want to take just a moment to wish the Hutto family well tonight and keep that family in your prayers as their patriarch, Mr. Andy Hutto, as well-known figure in our community, a fine Christian man, known for his wonderful stories and even a pretty good singing voice. Again, Raider Nation, I ask for your prayers for their family during this next days and weeks as they lay their father to rest. Blake Hutto, Dr. Hutto at Family Vision Care, I want to thank him for his support.
Oh, and we get a hand on him.
Number
and we bring him down.
Number 57, Connor Boat right there in on the sack, freshman.
And 50 finished it off.
You know, we talked about him earlier in the broadcast. You know, he was going to be one that Coach Goss was depending on stepping up, and he's definitely stepped up tonight. It's good to see this young man.
And that's going to be about a good 10 or 11-yard loss on the play, so that's going to bring up 4th and about 25.
And you had Trey Woodbury coming in there to finish that up, like you were saying, but it was just a great defensive series for our Red Raiders, Joe.
First time tonight we have forced Atco to punt the ball to us. So let's see how they handle the ball in the wet weather here and how they get the snap off and how the punter does. So we've got number 3 in the backfield, Jacoby Trotman, to receive the ball.
And again, they're at 4th and a mile, and they got a penalty flag.
Yep.
Been dropped. Looks like a delayed game on Atco.
So that's going to back them up 5 more yards, which is good for us. You know, we just got to come down with a reception here.
And just field it cleanly, don't
field it cleanly.
Ain't nothing fancy on it. Just look it in, field it cleanly, and go from there. Don't try to run before you catch the ball.
So the punter's backed up to about the 12-yard line. Good snap off.
Nice little over-end punt.
But he gets to the outside. We get a block, and they're going to
they got a flag. Two flags.
Our guy's still running. He brings it all the way back to about the 32. But we've got 2 flags on the play.
And I think they're going to be blocks in the back there. We got a little bit too anxious on those blocks there.
Great return.
It was. Number 3, Mr. Trotman there, he took the duties on this one.
Yeah.
And like I said, he bobbled it, but he picked it back up and he took off running with it and got what he could get out of it. But our Raiders have got the ball now, and it looks like we got about 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in this half. And let's see what we can do about getting a drive and getting it going here.
Atkinson County 20, Bacon County 7. Again, like he said, 3 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We're seeing what these 2 flags on the field are for. Officials are having a little talking session out here, blocking the back against us. On the first, they picked both flags up, so that's what we're getting. So it'll be assessed on the first one. That's the furthest back.
Which I don't know how they know which one because they've moved all over the place.
Well, they throw the flag generally in, the spot of where the foul's at. So
they're going to start backing us up right there. And it looks like it's going to be Red Raiders. We're going to start about the 35-yard line, about where he caught the punt at. But we're going to see where we can go from there. Again, we had a big play first series, first play of the game. We had a nice little drive there at the end. Let's see what we can do. See if we can't punch this one in.
As long as we got the ball. I hate that we negated about 35 yards on that play right there.
Yeah, me too.
But put it in our offense's hand, and let's see what we can do. Hand off to Slade.
Rashid takes it up the middle there, and he looks like he might have got back to the line of scrimmage there.
Big number 63 for, 53 for Atco. Let's see what that big man's name is. Ty Birch. Defensive line, offensive tackle, senior, 6'3", 315 pounds.
He's every bit of it, too.
Yes, sir.
But now we've got an empty backfield, got 1 wide receiver to the bottom, got trips or quads up top. Riker calls for the ball. Oh, and what are you going to blow the play dead?
I think we jumped. Had a receiver up top, I believe.
Yep.
Looked like jumped.
False start on the offense there, and we just, again, Joe, that's been the key to down, I think, is how many yards we've given them.
Yes.
We can't do that and expect to win a ball game day in and day out. Not against a team that's good, especially when you start getting to the real good teams. You ain't never going to beat them if you keep having penalties like this.
Yeah, 2nd and 15 for the Red Raiders. 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Clock is ticking. Riker in the shotgun. We got everybody up top. 4 receivers up top.
Got 1 wide receiver to the bottom.
Oh, I missed that. My bad.
And we go back, and we're looking for him. Inside throw.
little physical run there, which they're allowed to put a little pressure, but we get another flag on the play. They're saying we jumped again. I see number 8 for us over there talking with the official.
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh. Off to our right there, I don't know how far it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't far. It wasn't close enough. It was a nice little strike of lightning there, Joe. I don't know if you saw that or not.
No, I missed that. And I can't see anything to the right where I'm standing from.
Yeah, I know it. But our Raiders, we're going to go to the trips package down to the bottom there.
3rd and 15, no flag on the play. The incomplete pass. So need something big here.
And our Red Raiders, we got to do something right here. And he looks back. He pump fakes.
He's going deep.
Going deep. And he knocks it down.
Intercepted. He's going to Slade out of the backfield. No, not Slade. That was Jacoby Trotman.
Yep.
So 4th and 15. Kind of
put us back in that punting situation. And we hope that Cozy gets a little bit more on it this time around.
And they had our receiver. They had Trotman double covered.
They
up
did.
There.
They had that play well read there, and that deep free safety there. He played his coverage. Nobody got behind him, and he just come down with, or he broke it up. But we got Cozy back here to do our punting duties.
We need a good punt here.
2.
Oh, timeout.
Atco calls timeout.
So we'll take another quick short break here with 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Atco 20, Bacon County 7. We'll be right back after this break.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Raider Nation, we're set up here to punt deep in our territory. We get the snap off. Good punt. Very good
nice
punt.
Nice spiral punt. He gets it down in a nice roll for Bacon County. And it's going to roll all the way down to about the 30-yard line.
Great punt, man.
Great punt by Cozy. It was a little low. He handled it perfectly, stepped up into it, put the boot into it, and got it on down the field pretty good.
So with 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the second quarter, Atkinson County is up 20-7 on our Red Raiders. And they've got the ball here, and they will receive the ball in the second half. So we don't want to let them punch one in here before the half. So curious to see with 2 minutes and 30 seconds, do they try some trick plays or do they try to go to the air? They've not went to the they went to the air once tonight or attempting to, and we've managed to sack the quarterback.
And again, they could come out here, and it looks like they are going to go into that shotgun formation. They got one wide receiver down to the bottom. No, they are going under center, going back to that power I formation, and our guys are lining up. Looks like, again, like we are bunching up when we come there, and they go try to hand it off right up the middle, and we stop him there.
We hit
and
him.
He does drive for 2 or 3 more yards, and our guys
on his feet.
Are still driving to get him down. Great job on our defense coming there on that game tackle. I think they've learned pretty quick there that it's going to take more than one of them, and if one's holding him up, the rest of them better get there in a hurry.
Looks to be about maybe a 1 yard gain on the play, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for Atkinson County.
And our Raiders, we're lining back up. We're ready on defense here, and the clock is running down to 1 minute and 57 seconds in this half.
I tell you what, our number 35, a young kid, he's a freshman, Key Brown.
Key Brown.
He reminds me a lot. What was that player for the Steelers?
Troy Polamalu.
Yes. Did the White Rain commercial. He's got that pretty hair.
The head and shoulders and stuff.
Yeah, head and shoulders.
and they got a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be delay a game again against Pearson or Echo. That's going to back them back up.
Their coach is not happy. He is sitting there having a few words with the official.
Yep.
And
it looks like they're going to call timeout here and regroup and just see what they can do on this last drive of the half.
And he's bringing his quarterback over. He's going to talk to him. Now he's motioning for the whole team to come. So interesting turn of events. A minute's run off that clock there. It's a minute and 33 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's second down and about 15 for Atco. And he's just at this point, he's getting the clock on down. And if they can't score, they don't want to give the ball back over to us. So I don't see them doing any passing right here, Heath.
I don't either.
He may surprise us. I don't feel like they're going to take any chances to turn the ball over. They'll hand it off, see what they can get out of it. And, if they don't get nowhere, they run the clock out and go into the locker room for a halftime up on us 20-7 here at the half.
And, it's been one of those games where, we come out and we had the one big play on the first play, and then we kind of fizzled out from there. We've got to find a way to catch that spark again.
Yeah, we do.
And get started there. And our defense seems to be stepping up here in the second quarter.
We are making some stops. So.
And we're learning. And again, we go back to how many people we were out. And not only are we talking about players, we're also talking about coaches also over there for us. And that's a different story when you ain't got all your coaches in place also.
Yep.
Oh, that looked like some movement there, and they didn't call it.
No, he rolls it out, and we flushed him out. We chasing him.
And
interception! Yes, sir. And what they didn't want to happen just happened.
And what a chase was given by number 8 there. Number 8 was Mr. Aiden Wright, a junior. And he he done a heck of a job there chasing him down, flushing him out.
Coach.
And then Cozy stepped in there he did many times last year. He's just picked back up.
And he toe-tapped that side to be able to bring that in before stepping out of bounds. And, oh, my goodness.
You're talking about a spark. We just talked about we need that spark. Here's that spark. Our defenses give it to us. Now our offense has got to take advantage of it.
I cannot believe that just happened for Atco there. Their coach is livid over here. But, hey, we'll take it.
Absolutely.
I'll take it all day long.
You want to give me a gift, I'm going to take it every time.
Yes, sir.
So we hear our Raiders come back onto the field.
We need to respond. 1 minute and 24 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Atco 20, Bacon County 7.
We've got our doubles formation, our double twins on both sides. Rashid Slays in the backfield. Racker surveys the field. He looks. He takes the snap.
Little pump.
And he looks.
My
in
goodness.
and out of his hands.
So he threw it to Tyron Dean, and he threw it a little behind him, and Tyron got his hands on it. And as he went to spin around, he didn't get a full grasp. But, that's okay. Only 3 or 4 seconds clicked off the clock here, so it was an incomplete pass. We got 1 minute and 19 seconds remaining. Second down and 10 for the Red Raiders. The ball is on the 36-yard line.
And what I've seen tonight, Joe, is that little slant pattern's there.
Yes.
They're giving it to us. And if they're going to give it to us, I hope Coach Gall starts taking it from them. So here we are lined up, and they're pressing Dean now up top. And we go for the pass, and they bring a rush in, and they tip the ball up high, and just does fall in there good. That it was just fell on the dirt. That could have been dangerous for us right here. And that linebacker, he was back there in that zone where he needed to be at, and he just put his fingertips on it.
He did, and good job with their line there to do that, to get them old paws up and get a hand. That's what, offensive line you coach here, to get them hands up in the air.
Absolutely.
And you just you don't want to give anything away, and they're fighting to to get back their mistake here.
Yep. We're going back to that double set again. One running back in the backfield. Tomberlin surveying the field again. He's looking around, looking for a hot route. What's there? He takes the snap. He looks back, and he looks like it slipped out of his hand there as he was being hit also.
It looked to be like a late hit, and he's favoring his arm there, his elbow, but he's shaking it off.
Yep.
So 4th and 10, another incomplete pass. It'd be first or 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. So we ain't got nothing to lose. We got to go for it here.
And it looked like Mr. Tomlin wasn't real happy that Coach made that decision to make the punt. I think he wanted another shot at it.
We are making the punt. I thought we were going for it.
No, they run them off the field. We got Cozy back to do the punting duties. And, again, we want him to get a nice little punt like he had just back then. Just pin him back there, and, the 4 or 5 yard line will be great right now.
White Hats blew the play in motion. Not sure what's going on here. The players are confused.
Delay a game on us. That's going to back us up. Maybe it was field position play on that. They were trying to play the field position game, try to keep it out of the end zone so it don't move it all the way back up to the 20.
Yeah.
So that's going to put us at 4th down and about 16-yard lines. We're lining up the punt here.
Ball's on the 42. Our punter's back on about the 47 in our territory.
Got the snap. It looks like we're going to get a false start on us. I think we were trying to leave just a little bit too early down there on the top side there. And, again, it's just killing us with these penalties, these little ticky-tack penalties. Well, they ain't but 5 yards, but 5 yards start adding up after a while. And that's we've had a slew of them in the first half. We've got to clean that part of our game up, definitely, moving forward.
1 minute and 3 seconds remaining. So we're trying to get a punt off here.
And we go back and we get the punt.
Get the snap off. He drops it, but we get it up.
Nice little kick high in the air.
Get a good, decent roll. So we
they're going down at about their 20-yard line.
Yep.
Atco's going to take over possession right there.
That big number 75, man, he coming there almost got a block on the punt.
He did.
For Atkinson County. Let's see who that is. Tremaine Newton, and he's he's a junior. He's 6'1", 325 pounds. Big boy was back there.
He was. But our defense is stepping on the field, and again, they gave us a little spark last time, and we kind of let it get away from us. Let's see if they're going to hold up again. I wouldn't think Atco would try to do anything, but, we said that last time, and they come out trying to throw the pass.
So it's 1st down and 10 for Atco. Ball's on the 20. Atkinson County 20. Bacon County 7. 56 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And they're coming in there with that power eye set, and they're actually kind of pointing which way they're going, so it ain't really much secret.
Yep, and he's just going to down the ball here, so they're going to – is that what they did?
I didn't see him go to a knee.
Yeah, should be running the clock. They stopped the clock.
Okay, so the clock had not started running yet, so they called it dead on that.
So Atco's going to take a knee and just going to go in at the half here up on our Red Raiders 20-7. Clock's running down 35 seconds, so they'll have to come back up one more time and just take another knee.
He's just going to take a knee, and they're going to go into the half like that. But, going into the second quarter, Joe, again, just seeing the defense step up a little bit.
Yep. Well, I'm starting to see a little fatigue.
Yep.
I'm curious to see it here in the second half. There's not a whole lot of depth on either team. So, we're going to have to see who is in better shape. That's what it's going to come down to. And we still got a tall ladder to climb to get back up. So we got to wear these guys down. Hurry, man.
And I know it's about 9:15 at night, but it's still humid as all get out here in South Georgia.
Yes, it is.
So I know, like you said, fatigue's going to play a big part in the second half on which teams better fit, had better fitness throughout the summer. And that's going to be the telling side, but we've dug ourselves a hole now, Joe. We've got to try to get out of it and
Coach
just move
Goss
forward.
And company, I see him as he's talking with the coaches and the players as he's sending them into the locker room. And there'll be a good church session go on in the locker room in there. And we'll see what kind of correction the coaches make. And, hopefully we can come back out here in the second half and put the hammer down and try to get back up this hill that we've dug ourselves down in. So
and we absolutely did, and we've done it because of the penalties we gave.
Yeah,
that free yardage is not our friend tonight by no means.
No, so we are going to take a break here at halftime. This is your Lamar's Pharmacy halftime. So we're going to take a good break, and we will come back to you after the half.
Again, I want to thank Raider Nation for joining us on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. Again, I want to thank our title sponsor, BRENTJOHNSON Insurance, for the football season in the 2021-22 athletic school year. Title sponsors: Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, Family Vision Care, Burt CPAs, Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Before we go to half, I want to give a shout-out to one of our football coaches who's not with us tonight, and that's Brad and his wife, Jessie Thomas, just had their second child a couple days ago. They're hoping to come home, might have come home today, actually. I'm not sure, but they're supposed to be watching the game tonight, so a shout-out to them, and congratulations. He'll be back with us probably next Friday night. And I also want to shout-out to one of our faithful followers, Mr. Tom Clay, is home this evening, watching us live on the internet. So I want to shout out to those folks, and we'll take a break for halftime. Be back in about 18 minutes.
we're coming to you here at the end of the half, and both teams are coming back on the field to stretch out and warm up. Curious to see, Heath, what kind of adjustments are made. I don't see a ton coming out of the ATCO side. You know, what they've been doing has been pretty successful.
Yep.
They just running the ball downhill, old I formation, just bowling ball type football. I mean, they just right down the middle. They do have a good little toss sweep to the outside, but for the most part, they're hitting the gaps on a dive play, and they're hitting it hard, and they're getting 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a pop.
You know, it's just that pound it down your throat.
Yep.
Dare you to stop it type football that they're playing.
Well, temperatures changed a little bit. It has started to cool off up here finally. We've got a good breeze rolling into Pearson here now, and it's definitely cooled it down on the field. Still damp. It's very wet out there, so it's going to continue to have, some ball control issues here. Both teams are going to have to control the ball.
And for Bacon County,
and protect it.
It's just we got to eliminate the penalties.
We do.
The penalties have killed us on drives. They stopped us on a nice little drive we had there in the second quarter, but we just kept making stupid mistakes, and that's what it is. It's these kids being young, but at the end of the day, it's mistakes on our part. We're giving them yardage, and it's taken away from us. And there was one big penalty there, a personal foul. It's just things. I understand the heat of the game, but with everything going on and we're making a drive like that, that's not the time to have one of those penalties.
Not at all. And again, Raider Nation, we're down 2 coaches. We're down roughly 25 players. We've got a lot of young guys out here playing, and we send out prayers and hope we get everybody back here soon
and healthy.
And that's right.
It's going to be just one of those things. Again, we talked about it pre-show. Not only us, we're not only the team dealing with it. It's throughout not only our state. It seems to be the country wide. And our guys, again, we've just got to figure out a way to eliminate our immature mistakes, and that's what they are. They're immature mistakes. It's just not having the experience of the big game. There's nothing like turning on the lights on Friday night, but there's nothing more intimidating than turning the lights on Friday night also. And these guys are, it's a trial by fire. They're being thrown in there and saying, hey, this is what you got to do.
Yep.
And, they're stepping up. We've seen some guys, like we said.
Oh, we have. There were some good positives out of the second quarter. Defense definitely started getting more physical.
Yep.
We stopped 2 good drives. We forced them here at the end. They knew they wasn't moving the ball on us, and they ended up taking a knee to close it out. And we've got about 1 minute and 15 seconds here remaining in our Lamar's Pharmacy halftime. And we fixing to start the third quarter. ATCO will receive the ball.
They will.
They are up 20-7 on our Red Raiders. So ATCO is leading. We blocked 1 PAT to deny that 1 point off to make the score 20-7. So we're hoping that we can make a stop here. Or ATCO make a mistake. They're going to have some fresh gas. They just come out of the locker room, and they've been coached up. So I did start to see a little physical fatigue, on their sideline on some of the players. Still see some of them right here. Some of the defensive guys are sweating pretty good, Heath.
Yep.
So I'm curious to see how they stand the test of time here as this game goes on and keep the energy level high. So we'll see.
And for us, Bacon County, we've dug ourselves a hole. We're behind the 8 ball here. We've got to stop them here, then we got to go in and score. And we just got to start opposing our will on them.
That's right.
Our game has not been, we've been one-sided tonight, I feel like. I feel like we've gone more pass-heavy. We got to figure out how to put that run option in there. And we've got a good running back. We just got to be able to get him in the hole and get him out in some space so he can make something happen. So here we are to kick off. We're kicking off. We're going to be moving from our left to right, defending-wise. And Abraham's back to kick off. He approaches the ball, and he's going to do a nice little kick here. And it's high in the air, and it's going to drop there about the 25 and roll right out of bounds.
Now, was there a flag on the play?
Yes, there was a flag on the play.
So we jumped. They're going to back us up.
We're getting a little too excited again.
Yes.
we talked about it there coming out of halftime. We got to eliminate those penalties. We can't keep doing those over and over again and expect to win a ball game.
No. So we'll see if we put a little more leg into this kick, Heath.
Well, I think he was trying to find a hole over here and keep it in bounds, and it wasn't a bad kick.
No.
It wasn't a bad idea to start the half like that. And the guys he's definitely moved up to take that play a little bit away from us.
They put their players in position to field it here in the areas we kick. Now they're moving one guy back over to the center.
Yep.
Nope. He's trying to
stay on the hash mark, but we got one guy playing on the numbers over here down on the bottom side. Abraham, he's back again. The whistle's blown. Game's fixing to start back up here at the halftime. Abraham approaches. Gets a nice kick this time. Fairly deep to the 20-yard line. He's going to take it to the top side. And he's being chased down.
And
we got a hold of him. And he scoots away from him. But we get a host of Raiders back on top of him. He didn't get very far there. But we did have Rashid give a good chase, and he had a hand on him.
And that slowed him up enough
that
they didn't have a huge gain on that return.
So Acco's going to take over possession here. Looks to be about their 28-yard line, 29-yard lines where they're going to start the half at on offense. And our defense, again, I like the aggression we were showing there at the second quarter. It's just got to keep continuing on there. We got to grow and build from it.
Defense is getting lined up.
And they've run into a huddle formation, and number 1 is backing their quarterback, and he looks to be going back under center. And that power eye, again, they're going to challenge us.
Yep.
They're going to say, hey, you're going to have to stop this before we change. And here they go trying to run it right up the middle. And number 3 finds him a hole, and he's held up.
He run into one of his own men.
Yep.
And
it looks like number 22, Hudson Boatwright, was in there on the tackle.
It's going to be about a good 8-yard gain on the play for Atkinson County.
You know, to stop that play, we're going to have to close those holes up. We can't give them a running lane like that to run through, especially if we're crowding the box. If he scoots loose, he's gone. So we definitely got to be on our game if we're going to play close like that. We can't just give away anything. So here comes the Raiders. We're back up on defense. Again, looks like we're crowding the box because they're in that formation again. And again, right up the middle, number 3, and he finds him a seam. And
number
he breaks
26 on the tackle for the Red Raiders, Ty Carter. And still wasn't enough to stop them short of the first down.
They moved the ball up to, looks like about the 44-yard line for Atkinson County.
Yep, it'll be 1st and 10, balls on the 44. 10 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. The clock is rolling. Atco 20, Bacon County 7.
And we look like we've rolled a few more new guys in there on the defensive line side of the ball. Looks like we're playing a 4-man front instead of a 3-man front we're normally known for. And our guys are getting ready, and we line it back up. And again, right at the middle, and he goes right off tackle. And he makes it across midfield there before our Red Raiders can drag him down.
Number 38 for the tackle, Akeem Brown.
You know, again, we can't give him that 5 yards. We got to stop him and get him there, not let him get any momentum going. Stop him right there on the line of scrimmage and just clog up those holes. That way he don't have a running lane.
It's a big 7-yard gain on the play for Atco. 10 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Again, they're backing that power out. They do got one wide receiver up top, and we're giving him some cushion. And he goes right back off tackle again.
A little better stop that time.
Number 38, Akeem Brown
looks like
again.
He did fall forward of the first down, so they're going to give it to him. It was about a good 3-4 yard gain on the play for Atco, so it's going to bring up 1st down and 10. Ball is in our territory now on the 45.
And we just got to figure out the formula here to stop this play.
Yeah, because this clock's rolling. We ain't got a whole lot of time. With them running this type of offense, it is going to tick the time away.
Yeah, and they're not in no hurry. They're ahead.
Yep.
We got to have a little bit of urgency to us and a little miscommunication
there,
and we stop it there good.
And
looks to be by number 8, Aiden Wright, was the tackler there on that play.
It's going to bring up a loss for Atco. We stopped him in the backfield. It's going to be about 3 yards. Yep, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 13, a short 13.
And again, that's just something we've got to keep fighting in there in the middle. It's, it's a boxing match. They say the best fight is the ones in the middle, and we've got to figure out how to throw them punches there in the middle to just stop this type of drive. So here they go again, right off the left corner, and we put
got him right in the backfield.
Good job there. We got him. We stopped him there.
And Akeem Brown
stepped up. That is a sophomore.
We sack him in the backfield or bring him down for a tackle for a loss in the backfield.
And that's huge. That's exactly what we need. We got to have that offense or let their offense stay behind the 8-ball a little bit right now. And, again, it's a big third down play. We
About
need
another
to stop
2-yard loss on the play, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 15.
And our Red Raiders need to step up here. We got to be big here. We need a huge stop on this play to get the momentum swinging in our way to let our offense do a little bit of damage on what they can do.
3rd and 15 for Atco. The ball's on the 50. 8 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. Atco 20, Bacon 7. Defense trying to make a stop here.
And they in a little different, like twins going out
looking
for a pass. And he got a little screen pass open here.
And they catch it.
And they got
turn it for a pretty good gain. Looked to be about a 10 or 11-yard gain on the play.
We had one player looked like he read it pretty good, got a hand on him, but just didn't bring him down when he made contact.
So that's going to bring up 4th down, and let's see where they spot it. The ball's on the
looks like 4th
39.
and about 4.
Yep.
Maybe 5. And, this for them, they're going for it. They're not going to slow it down again. They're going to just make us prove to stop what they're running.
Ball's on the 39.
It's
4th down and 4.
Power I formation. And see what we got. It's man on man right here. Right off left tackle he goes. And we made the stop. Looks like we may have stopped him short.
We did.
We did. We get the ball back right there. Good job, defense. That's the way to stand up, guys.
Defense forces a turnover on downs here. Good stand, and that's, that's the most we asked for coming out of the half. We said, we don't need to let them this is going to be, I feel, the best drive that Atco may have of the second half.
Yep.
If they're gassed, like I feel like what I'm seeing, that first drive coming out was going to be their most successful drive.
And, that gives us pretty good field advantage here. We starting, looks like, on our 36-yard line.
7 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Atco up 20-7 on the Red Raiders.
And we go to that doubles formation that we're normally in, and we get the little slant pass all right through his hands.
So we throw to
number 14, Antoine Fuller, Guinea.
Right through his hands.
Right through his hands.
And again, he had a lot of footsteps coming in on him.
He did. And he was the one in the first play, made the big catch, and took it on to the house. And Coach felt comfortable going right back there again. And, I said it earlier, Joe, they're giving us that little slant route.
Yes, they are.
We just got to make those catches.
And that was a perfect pass.
It
was literally in the right spot. We just got to catch that ball.
And, again, we're going back. Trips up top. One right wide receiver down to the bottom. Looks like number 44 is walking up the blitz, and he lets the ball slip out of his hands. See which way they call it. They're giving the ball back to Atco. He just dropped back the pass, and it come right out of his hands. We talked about it about the wet ball and just protecting it. We got to protect it better than that. And I don't think Mr. Tomlin done nothing wrong. He just went back, and the ball wasn't there no more.
Atco's got a player down. It looks like he's possibly cramping in his thigh here. So the trainer's coming out. Hope this young man's okay. Nothing serious. Yep, and that's what they're doing. They're stretching him out. He's just cramping up.
Look like he got both legs going there. But no, our offense there, again, we've got to eliminate those mental state.
Yes.
Those little bitty mistakes that's hurting us. And again, just, it's wet. We've got to protect that ball a little bit better in our hands. And, we got to find something to get the ball rolling, though. We've got to start moving some yards positive in our direction.
We're putting a lot of pressure on our defense here.
We are.
And those guys have got to get some breathing time in here, and we just didn't keep them off the field long enough. They're continuing to do some work on that co-player, and they got him up now. And he is hobbling off the field, like I said, and they gave him a cup of go juice here.
Oh, yeah. But our defense comes back onto the field. Again, Joe, like you said, we've got to give them a little bit of time to recover and talk it over what they saw the last possession.
So 6 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Atco 20, Bacon 7.
And we know Atco's going to come with that slow, methodical drive. They're going to keep running it till we stop it.
First and 10. They're in our territory. The
keep
ball
grinding out
spotted.
first downs.
Spotted on the 30-yard line. Oh,
And
we hit
him in the backfield and let him go.
Man.
He was in the right spot.
Yes, we stuck him, but we didn't wrap him.
And that was a Mr. Akeem Brown again.
Yep.
He seems to be all over the play. We just got to get.
Yes.
Just
he put a good stick on the running back. He just did not get a chance to wrap him up.
Yep. And we trying to run a player on. We're going to run him back after they broke the huddle.
Slade. They were trying to run on, so
Yep.
it looks like they're going to try to get him in on defense.
And they line back up. And we jump again, Eric. Again, Joe, that seems to be our Achilles heel right now, is that yellow flag coming out all the time.
That's going to bring up about second down and probably about 3, second down and 3 for Atco. They're going to spot the ball. Trying to see where it's at out there. It looks to be like on our 23-yard line. So second down and 3. The ball's on the 23. 6 minutes and 1 second remaining. The clock is ticking. Atco 20, Bacon County 7. Defense trying to step up big here and make something happen. And Atco just continues to run the ball downhill. Offensively,
and they're taking all the clock time off that they can. They're in no hurry. So they come back to the line. Number 1's under center again. And a little fake handoff there. And we stick him there pretty good. Might have got a yard out of it.
Number 57 for us. Who was that?
That is Connor Boatwright.
Man, he put a good old shoulder, I guess, if you want to call it, in there.
Yeah.
Atco's got somebody coming limping. Number 73 for them. Come up a little gimpy on the play. He's not on our roster, so not sure who he is. Atco coming back to the line of scrimmage. Again, they're taking their time. 5 minutes remaining. The clock is ticking. Atco 20, Bacon County 7.
They're in a little shotgun set. No, he's under center. Power eye. Right off tackle again. He scoots back inside. Not before he gets a first down, though.
So about a 3-yard gain on the play for Atco. Good enough for a first down. So they spot the ball on the 18.
So that gives them another chance in the red zone. As Atco comes back out again, they're not in no hurry, and they don't have to be in a hurry. They're not down right now. Our defense needs to step up and make a big play right here. A turnover wouldn't hurt my feelings at all, Joe.
No. 4 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. Clock continues to tick away here in the third quarter.
And here we do a little pitch outside. And he finds a hole. And he gets up there to about the 8-yard line.
I think they're going to spot him on about the 7.
About the 7-yard line. It's with that sweep play, we've got to get out there, fill our lanes, press it on out to the side, and make the tackle when he gets in our zone.
It's going to be first and goal for Atkinson County. The ball's on the 7. Again, they're knocking on our door here with 4 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Score is Atkinson County 20, Bacon County 7. Trying to do everything we can to keep them out. We do not want another score.
And they called Atkinson County calls times out. They had a player come off, looks like with cramps, and they didn't replace him there, so they're going to take a timeout and get that player back on the field.
We'll take a quick break here and get our sponsors some recognition, and we'll come back to you shortly after the break.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
All right, Raider Nation, we're back here.
And ACCO's knocking on our door one more time. And our defense see what they can do about stepping up here and being big.
First down and goal. The ball's on the 7. Atkinson County trying to put up another score. 3 minutes, 54 seconds remaining to take the snap. Toss sweep to the outside. He cuts it back up, and he's going to run in for the score. Puts another 6 points on the board for Atkinson County.
Yep.
It's going to make the score 26-7 with 3 minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, and things are just not falling our way tonight. A lot of discipline issues as far as jumping off sides, a lot of mistakes, mental mistakes, that we're going to have to correct and get better at.
And you said it right, correct it. It's something that, we were plagued with a little bit last year.
Yes.
We were hoping we would get it corrected. And like I said, last week we looked pretty good, but this week it's kind of seemed to come creep back up on us. So it's definitely something that I hope Coach Goss and the staff's going to look at this next week and just drive home to the players, just how vital it is not to give up these free penalties.
Yep. And PAT was good for Atkinson County. It's going to bring the score 27-7 here late in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 47 seconds remaining. And, again, just got a lot of things that we've got to clean up, to have a more successful game. And we're just shooting ourselves in the foot with a lot of mistakes, yardage, going against ourselves. And, again, last year, Heath, we seemed to be plagued with that. But as the year rolled on, Coach Goss and company started getting some of those issues corrected, and we came pretty close in some games.
Absolutely. And it's, it just goes back to the mental side of it. And I think it was one of the things I talked about this morning during breakfast. You got to be mentally prepared for this game.
Yes.
You can be as physical as you want to, but if you're missing the mental side of it, it's going to come back and bite you in the butt.
It will.
And those little penalties, just the false starts, that's a mental thing on our end. And that's something we've got to clean up if we're going to be a successful program. But here we are, they're lined up to kick off. We got a guy back, and they're going to do the little pooch kick again. Number 10's got the ball, and he fields it, and he heads up the field, and he dances, and he's met almost immediately.
And they're going to bring him down at about the
25-yard line, I think, Joe.
Let's see where they spot it here, Heath.
But that's football, unfortunately. Sometimes it goes our way, sometimes it don't. And when we're taking those shots and we're shooting ourselves in the foot, Joe, we can't expect good things to happen.
No. Young guys or not, we got to be better disciplined.
Absolutely.
There's a lot more to work on here. And but, hey, again, there are positives to take away from tonight. I'm not going to sit here and say everything's negative.
No.
They are spotting the ball on the 25, so it'll be first down and 10 for the Raiders.
We
Ball's
start with
on
that
25.
doubles formation that we've come to be known for. He drops back again. He pump fakes. He's wide open. Got number 14, and he takes off for the races. He's going to make it 10, and he scores. Touchdown.
Nobody even close.
No, he was wide open. Great pass by Mr. Tomlin. He had a nice pump fake there, and he hit Guinea. And bless Guinea's heart, he had to slow down just a hair because I think he got excited when he was by himself there.
So just like that, that's how quick we can turn it. We needed a big play.
Oh, absolutely.
We needed something to change the momentum here. And ATCO, as their players are walking off, man, they're a little bit of breathing hard here. And but again, we got to continue to work on their defense and give our defense a little break.
We do.
So one play, our defense just left the field, and they're coming
right back on it. But they've got to step up. We talk about time and time again. It's always said in football, I think it's one of the most used verbiage. And we had a bad snap. We were calling Peter, ain't nobody open, and he throws it up. And we make the – and we almost come down with it. Great play there on the recovery side of it. Tyron Dean rolled out to this side, and I'll be honest with you, I watched coaching them make them have bad snaps so they can work on it in practice. So that wasn't nothing new to them. They just come up a little bit short, went right through a couple of receivers' hands. And Coach Goss, again, he's trying to get something to stick.
Yes.
So our Red Raiders, again, they come onto the board, or to get back on the board with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the third quarter. Atkinson County's 27. Bacon County Red Raiders 13. But, Joe, like we talked about, that's a huge spark. We needed that spark.
We had to get something. So look on our sideline over there right now. Our players are jumping up and down. That's put a little new breath of fresh air over on the Red Raider sideline. And just the tiniest little things can put a lot of confidence in these young men.
And what I hope the guys take out of this is, yes, this has not been the cleanest game we could have.
No.
There's a lot we can learn from. But we are competing right here. Yeah. And these guys, again, to me, I think our Bacon County Red Raiders are showing a little bit more fire in them right now. And it goes back to, again, whether I agree with it or not, sometimes Coach Goss's philosophy of the 22 starters. Our guys seem to be a little bit rested in this South Georgia humidity.
We're deep in a hole. We got a long way to climb out, so not a lot of time to do so here. We score one play series.
But we got to make a stop on defense.
We have to stop them on defense.
And stop it quickly.
Because they're running the clock with this old school Y formation. So hopefully we can get a good clean kickoff here.
And we kick it
fairly deep.
It goes back to about the 9. He receives it, and we're going downfield.
He's cutting across.
And he's got just like he got the edge. We finally drag him down about the 42-yard line. He had a nice run across the field, and he caught a couple of blocks there. We got a flag coming out there. Let's see which way it goes.
So it looks like they're going to spot him on about the, let's see.
Looks like they're spotting him about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, on the 39. Let's just see what the penalty is here. Atco with a good return.
He ran it all the way across the field, picked up a couple of nice little blocks there, and then started heading north and south. Scooted through a few little holes.
White hat's coming in, and
he's kind of done, and that's kind of been his MO the whole night as far as running back wise.
Yep.
Personal foul
against Atco.
On Atco, so that'll back them up. So that'll definitely help out with the field area that we're in. We'd like to have a little bit better coverage on that, but we didn't get it. But now they're backing them up on a personal foul. And again, we talked about the flags. It's going to hurt you.
It will. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Atco. They placed the ball on the 24-yard line.
And Atco's moving from our right to left there, with our Red Raiders defending there with their backs to the south side or the scoreboard side. They've got one wide receiver down to the bottom down here, and with that power eye. And honestly, guys, if you can't see it, that's exactly what it is. The old school power eye formation, running it right off the guard, and he takes off and goes.
He's
got the edge, and he's finally brought down about the 28-yard line by Cozy Batten. Again, it's one of those things. Once he got that seam and got outside, he had blocking out here. The wide receiver, I'll give the wide receiver all the credit in the world. He had some great blocks out here on our cornerback, and our cornerback couldn't get off of him, and when he hit that seam, he was gone. But our defense definitely didn't need that right there. No. We needed to make a stop here.
Down in Raider territory on the 30-yard line.
So that's going to be bring up 1st and 10. They're in our territory now. Ball's on the 30. 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. The clock's ticking. Atco 27, Bacon 13.
Their number 1 at quarterback's going to bring the play in from the sideline. And we've come back down to that 4-man defensive front.
Flying the backfield behind the Raiders.
Looks like a delay of game on Pearson.
Got to back them up. We'll take it. Let's see here if I can see some of the scores. Northside Warner Robins 48, Veterans 7. Appling County 42, Monroe 6. Ware County 52, final over Cook County 7. Big score there for Ware County. Colquitt County is up 25-18 on Marietta. Berrien beat Long County 34-6.
Looks like another flag out. Illegal motion on them. It's going to back them up another 5 yards.
Brunswick top Pierce 20-13. Final on that game. So Coach Pender against his former team there comes away with a victory. Dodge is up 8-0 on Toombs.
That's a good game over there. But ACO comes back on, and they're just running that clock. They're being methodical about it. They're not hurrying.
2 minutes remaining, clock's ticking.
And
it off to the
backfield,
back.
right up the middle. There he goes again. And they finally drag him down, a host of Raiders, but not after he gets about 7-8 yards there, Joe.
Yep.
We can't give up that kind of yardage on this drive. We've got to make a stop here. We got to put the ball back in our offense's hands, and let's see what we can do about going down there and scoring.
We got to dig these toes in.
We do.
We got to dig our toes in and not play back on our heels. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 12 for ATCO. Ball is on the 32 in our territory. Minute and 22 seconds remaining. Clock's ticking. ATCO 27, Bacon 13. Defense trying to make something, trying to make them make a mistake.
And then we jump again offsides.
And we make a mistake.
And we give them that yardage back that we've gotten from them.
So coach sends 5 in on defense here to swap out. Getting some different faces in. See Rasheed Slade coming in at linebacker. Number 38's going out. King Brown.
But we've got to, like you said, we got to dig our toes. We got to bow our necks. We got to come up big right here. We got to make a stop, and don't let them get no more yardage here. It's 2nd down and about 7. Echo comes to the line.
Minute remaining.
Yeah, right off the left tackle there. It looks like a tackle there by number 5, Rasheed Slade, after about a gain of about 2 to 3. Looks like they're going to put him about a 4-yard gain there.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for Atkinson County. Clock continues to tick away, 40 seconds and counting remaining here in the 3rd quarter. So Atkinson will let this run down to the last few seconds. They'll get a playoff here just to end the 3rd quarter.
Lining and our guys, if they've never stepped up before, they need to step up now. This is a huge 3rd down play. We need to have it right here going into the 4th quarter. And he goes right off the tackle again, and there he goes. And Cozy finally brings him down about the 1-yard line. Had him draped him over his shoulder and finally hog-tied him down there. But he just right off that left tackle again.
Yep.
He hits that right off that tackle's tail or that tight end's tail, and he takes off running. He's getting north and south as many yards as he can. And he's a good little running back. He's running hard.
And that is going to end the 3rd quarter, folks. Atkinson County 27, Bacon County 13. Atkinson County is on the 1-yard line, attempting to try to punch another one in. So we're going to take a break here.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Did punch it in for a score there with 11 minutes and 56 seconds left in the game. Looked like a little 1-yard line dive, power play. They're going to line up now for the field goal. And it's just one of those things, Joe, that we keep talking about over and over again tonight. It's those little mental mistakes that's hurt us so much.
It has. It definitely has plagued us tonight.
We come in,
Kick.
up,
Nope.
and it's good, and they throw a flag. Actually got 2 flags right here in the middle of the field. We'll see what they're going to call. But that's the score of the game with 11 minutes and 56 seconds left in it is ACO 34, Red Raiders 13.
Not sure what these it's going to be a personal foul, I'm sure. They're pointing back to the ATCO side. I'm just not sure if they're pointing to say, let's go see what their coach wants to do.
And that's the thing, is what they're doing. They're looking for a coach right now to see what they want to do with it. And again, if it is for us,
if he's wanting to decline it. So.
You know, again, that's just another one of those discipline issues that we're going to have to get ironed out. And again, we talk about it, you know, this is non-region schedules, and we want to be on our peak performance come region time. But we've got to clean this stuff up before region.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough road ahead. You know, if this was what, you know, what we got to work with, the players, but I know they're going to work hard. You know, these Red Raiders aren't putting their head down. You know, nobody's out here just pouting and throwing a fit, so we're still in this fight.
We are. And it's, you know, it's going to take a little bit of heart. Our guys are going to have to show a little bit of heart here, even when you're down. Again, this is 2 weeks in a row where we've been down. And tonight I've seen a lot of fight in these guys. We just got to get in that right situation, get our jobs done correctly, and put our best foot forward and quit making these mistakes that keep hurting us. That little pooch kick again. We receive it. Number 11 got it. He's going to go all the way across the field. He might have a blocker. He might try to outrun number 9 there. He turns it upfield, and they stop him there about
the down
41-yard line. So nice little return there. I'd like to see him get more north and south yardage instead of east and west. But our Red Raiders are going to take over right there with 11 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. And again, Joe, we know we can make big plays.
And we can turn it fast.
We've got to be able to.
Discipline-wise, mental-wise, we're just not there yet.
Yeah, we got to be able to do our job each and every time out. Not let the frustrations of this game get a hold of us to allow those personal fouls also.
Yep.
But then, it's just going back to doing our job each and every time. Our Red Raiders come up with that double
giving us
set.
A lot of cushion still, these slants, and we going deep. Oh. Our receiver fell down. We were going to number 3 to Kobe Trotman up top. Down bottom here, close to us. And he just, as he turned to make a play on the ball, he started backpedaling and just tripped up on his own feet. And him and the corner both fell down.
And it looks like we brought in Cozy Batten, that quarterback. We got trips down at the bottom, one wide receiver up top. Cozy surveys the field. He's looking back to the coaches to get the play in.
11 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. Cozy takes snap. He pulls it. He gets wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, but he continues to fight and get about a 2-yard gain on the play. So trying a little wildcat stuff here, quarterback keep.
A little read option.
Gave Riker a break, but he just come back on the field, Tomberlin at quarterback, so and Cozy runs back off. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. And a long 8. 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Clock is ticking away here in the fourth quarter with Atkinson County up on the Red Raiders 34-13. Offense trying to get something going. Let's see what Tomberlin can do here. If he can find a receiver. He looks back, makes his reads.
Slips ball out of him again.
And they're saying Atkinson County is motioning like they got the ball, but they do.
They do. Echo takes over again, we've got to protect this ball better, Joe. It's just something that's plagued us. If I'm not mistaken, that's the 3rd fumble we've lost there. But our defense now takes over and try to make a stop. And Echo's deep again in our territory.
That's going to give them the ball. Let's see where they're spotting it. On the 26.
36.
No, excuse me, 36. Yep. Looking at my numbers wrong.
And our defense, again, is being called on to come on the field after just a little small break. They ain't getting much of a break in here. They're being called on to just stand up against this power eye offense that they're just driving right down our throats, Joe.
10 minutes and 49 seconds remaining here.
He does a little pitch, and we run him outside, but he gets back inside. We get him stopped. Looks like he got a gain of about 4, but I think they're going to call it back for holding. And we're waiting to see what the referee calls.
There's a
holding on the offense, so that will back them up.
Stops the clock at 10 minutes and 41 seconds here in the fourth quarter.
And I'll give Akey Brown credit right there.
Yeah.
He had 2 guys sitting there fighting him, and he kept pushing it outside like he's supposed to, keeping that outside shoulder free. But we've got to have linebackers that'll step up when he takes that step north and south and meet him there in that hole.
Yes.
And again, it's those little things. As a team, we've got to learn to come together. We're still, like we talked about, right now we're a young team. But they've got to step up when these times are especially big as they are right now and just make a stop. So that's going to put ATCO first down and 22.
Yeah.
So ATCO comes up, handoff right up the middle to number 3 again, and he just hits that hole hard, and he falls forward for about
10-yard gain on the play.
10-yard gain.
It's going to bring up second down, and let's see here, about 15, 14. Second down and 14. The ball is on the 39 in Bacon's territory here. Clock's ticking away with 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. ATCO 34, Bacon 13. ATCO back under center in the power I formation.
He takes off to the top side.
Oh,
we put a hand on him,
yep.
And finally we get him down after a gain of about a couple.
Looks like he's going to gain about 3 on the play. And so that's going to bring up third down and 11 for Atkinson County.
Third and 10.
No, third and 10, so they're going to spot it. They're spotting the ball here on the 35-yard line.
And this is a big third down stop right here in our territory, Joe. If we can stop them here, I'm sure they'll go for it on fourth because this is fourth down territory.
It definitely is.
But our guys have got to step up big these next 2 plays and make a stop. Show us a little bit of heart they got in them, and I know they do.
We are almost
and we jumped off sides again. Again, we're just giving them these yards time and time and time again. And we go from 3rd and 10, now 3rd and 5.
And that hurts.
And again, you're talking about 2 down territory.
Yeah.
And they're running that ball straight ahead, getting 3 to 4 yards every time.
Plus, this clock is continuing to tick away. 9 minutes and still rolling. Atkinson County 34-13, and we just keep continuing to punish ourselves here, and just almost make it impossible to come out of this hole we've dug ourselves in.
And it's right off the left.
Oh, and we make a good stop, but
then
he
again,
pushes
he falls
hard.
in 2 to 3 yards every time. When he's hit, he's falling 3 yards every time.
And he's solid. He's a solid running back.
So now we're looking at a 4th down and 2 situation, Joe. And I'll guarantee you, almost unless they pull something out of their hat, it's going to be right up the middle there. So our guys, again, it's going to show if we're going to grow up and be men, or we're going to let them keep bullying us on that play all night long.
Yeah. They're saying, number 3, you've done it for us all night. We asking you to do it again one more time.
So it's 4th down, and our Raiders need to stand up big here, and here they go.
Exactly.
And he comes up right through there, and he keeps just driving his feet. 3, 4, 5 yards at a clip. Even with our guys sitting on his back, we just cannot seem to bring him down with anything we try tonight.
Yeah. So they bringing their running back off for a break now. He earned this little break.
And we run 5 or 6 more defensive guys on the field, switching those out. Just trying to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for Atkinson County. The ball is on the 21. They're continuing to try to push down here and put another score on the board. Atkinson County 34, Bacon 13. 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Clock is continuing to tick away. They hand it off just
right
to the other
minute,
side.
we can wrap him up.
Number 60.
Number 60, Tyler Thomas, makes the tackle there. At his tackle, defensive tackle position, he come through the line, got off his block, and done exactly what we needed to do on that play. But
we just needed a lot more of it tonight.
Yes, and even then he picked up a yard on that play, and Tyler met him right here on the line of scrimmage. So these guys are running definitely hard. They're going to get every yard they can out of a situation.
2nd down and 9 for Atkinson County. Ball is on the 20-yard line. Offensive line coming up to the line of scrimmage.
And it's the same power I formation. The power is to the right side of the formation. They swing.
Little miscommunication. And
went to do a little trap play and kind of spun a little wrong. But we did cause him to lose a couple of yards on that play.
It's going to be a 2-yard loss on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for Atkinson County. 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining.
And it looks like their quarterback's cramping a little bit. He's trying to high step to get the cramps out. But again, they're in no hurry.
No. They bring number 3 back in.
And number 1 trots back out to call the play in, and they come to the line.
3rd down and 11. 6 minutes remaining. Clock's rolling away here late in the 4th quarter. Quarterback goes under center.
And they throw a penalty flag. Looks like an area delay a game, and that's what it's going to be, a delay a game on ACO.
So that'll stop the clock with 5 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. It's going to back Atkinson County up 5 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 16 for the Rebels here. They spot the ball on the 27-yard line. So Raider D trying to do all they can here to put a stop on these Rebels. Clock goes back to rolling away, so 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Ticking down.
Our Raiders are switching around on the line, trying to get set up. They do that little toss, and we stop him in the backfield.
We had a man back there, number 8.
Went to turning, and he turned upfield.
He forced the back to turn and go upfield. He couldn't cut the edge, and anyway, he slipped and fell down, and it's going to be a loss on the play.
So it'll be 4th and looks like about almost 20 yards, I think. So you're looking at, a big stop here for your Red Raiders. Our guys, again, we've called on this defense all night to kind of hold us down as much as they can, and it's been a big task. But here we are. We see when we stand up here, and we go back again. I understand we can say, we're young guys. We got to learn discipline.
We do.
We got to get more discipline in this area if we're going to be successful in Region 2 AA. These teams that we're going to face when we get in the region play, they ain't no joke.
So it looks to be about 4th and 15. 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Clock continues to roll down. Atkinson County 34, Bacon 13. Here late in the 4th quarter of play here in Pearson, Georgia. And they are taking their sweet time. He's going to call a timeout. So Atkinson County takes a timeout with 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining here in the quarter. We are going to take a break and get our sponsors some recognition here tonight on Classic Country 104.3.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
coming off of an Atkinson County timeout here late in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. It's 4th down and 15. Atkinson's got the ball deep in our territory here. Looks like they're going to go for it on a long 4th down play. They're up. They have no reason not to go for it. They are up on our Red Raiders 34-13.
And it's deep in our territory.
They are going under the shotgun, looking to pass. Quarterback rolls out. He's throwing deep.
And it's
No
incomplete.
good. Incomplete.
So our Bacon County Red Raiders will take over the ball right there. It'll be 1st and 10 for our Red Raiders on the 27-yard line.
Looks like they're going to spot it about the 26. And
So
that's
that was a
exactly
nice
where
little
they put it.
stop because
Yes.
our guys were pinned back deep into our area, and they held up right there on that drive. There was times we could have pushed them back a little bit deeper, but again, those mental mistakes that keep creeping in on us.
We're in a deep hole here, Raider Nation. We're down 21 points.
And we go to that quad package up to the top, one wide receiver down to the bottom. Rocker step back, low snap. Swings past a little high.
And see, that's what, happens if you get a snap off. He's panicking because it was a bad snap, and he's trying to do a hurry-up play.
Oh, yeah.
And just overthrows our receiver up top for an incomplete pass. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. 4 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter.
And we go back to that doubles package with 2 twins on both sides. Rocker gets the ball. He's looking deep, or he gets it across the slant. Number 11 was on the slant pattern.
Number 44 for Atkinson County got a hand on that ball.
And he seemed to be he's been in the right spot all night long, and I think his name is MJ McKinnon.
Yeah, he's upset with himself that he didn't come down with an interception on that play.
That's been a couple he's knocked up in the air across that middle there.
3rd and 10 for the Red Raiders, 4 minutes and 6 seconds
We're
remaining
back
here.
in that doubles. Back to throw.
He
does a little.
Caught it on his knee. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain on the play.
Out in the flats area. So it brings up about 3rd and about 5, it looks like.
5-yard gain on the play.
So 3rd and 5.
4th and 5.
Or 4th and 5.
So we're going to go for it here.
And we line up, takes the snap, slant, right through his hands again. And they take over possession right there deep in their end zone or in their area.
Tarmelin tried to hit Fuller across the middle and just went right through his hands, and going to turn the ball over on downs and give the ball here to Atkinson County with 3 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. They're taking the ball deep in our territory here on the 31-yard line. So really, with this time here, they can just run this clock out and call this a ball game.
They can. Our guys, again, we can't let up.
No.
This ain't the time. I know it'd be easy with us being down, but this right here is where we test our guys' heart. Are they still in the game? Do they still want to be in the game? And our guys line back up. Don't seem like they're showing any quit in them, and that's good. They do a little fake.
They hand the ball to number 2.
And we drag him down after about 9-yard
Maybe
gain.
an 8-yard gain on the play. It looks like number 28 for us was in on the play.
Josiah
Smith, sophomore. He's slow to get up. Looks like he kind of tweaked a little something in his hip as he rolled that guy up. Who we got? Somebody new out here, it looks like.
Number 36. That is Anthony Green. That is some of them. That's some of them Snell brothers.
Yeah.
So they come to the line. Hand off right off tackle. Fumble. And we recovered. Looks like number 13.
Yes.
Harrison Lee recovered the fumble in there on that play. So our Red Raiders take over. Good job defense on causing the turnover.
We got a hand in there and just snatched that ball out. Yep. That's what happened. And good recovery by the defense. Again, it's just a little late, but it's going to give us time to work more offensively.
Joe, we talked about just them. I want to see these guys that's still giving effort.
Yeah.
And right there, that's giving effort.
You're down 34-13. You got every reason to just stand up and let this game tick away. And
we pull out a turnover right here at the end, and that's good to see on my end. Again, we can talk about and beat them to death over the penalties, and I'm sure Coach Goss will. But there's also been some good things going along here also. We go back, hit number. You get a little low on that pass.
Tomberlin tried to throw down here to the bottom to Trotman. And just a little low pass right at his feet, and he wasn't able to scoop it up. It went right through his hands. So we got 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 10. They're trying to run a guy off the field. Tomberlin's back. He takes the snap. And they got pressure on him. He makes a pass. And nice hits Dean. They're right.
Good enough for a first down.
Right up past the first down marker. That's what we want to see. Would like to see Dean get out of bounds. But it's a first down, so the clock will stop. And they're trying to get them up to the line, which with the ball scooting around, they've got to set it down. But the clock will start as soon as he sets the ball down. So our guys are lined up. We're ready to go.
2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Clock starts to roll.
Tomberlin surveys. He gets the snap. He drops back. Another pressure. And he's wrapped up by number 44 in the backfield.
Tomberlin's helmet comes off.
And Coach Goss calls a timeout on that play with 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Tomberlin's upset he didn't get a face mask call on that play. So it's going to be a timeout here late in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. Coach Goss trying to make something positive happen offensively here. We got a long ways to go. 2nd down and 15.
Well, I don't think the down marker is where it's supposed to be.
No, it's not. Okay, yeah.
2nd down and 13.
So we're going to chalk up a loss on that last play.
And, you know, it's just, again, when we sit back and we look back at the game tonight, we've had some really good things. We can't depend on the big ball all the time.
No.
We're going to have to learn how to sustain a drive, put some plays together here and there. We got to be able to run the ball a little bit better than what we did tonight. Defensively, is cleaning up those penalties. That's where our jump offsides, things like that, that's where most of those come from. We've just got to clean those little details of the game that kill us in the end.
Well, I know Coach Goss very well, and I can tell you that Monday morning it's going to be back to the basics.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what it's going to have to be. Cozy's back at quarterback. He takes the snap. He hits number 14.
He's a little behind him, and he just couldn't hold on to the ball.
Again, it's one of those things, as our quarterbacks grow, they get a little bit more used to their wide receivers. Wide receivers get used to the ball coming to them, getting it in their hands. It's stuff we can definitely grow on. I ain't saying, this is this end-all, be-all. It's definitely not. These mistakes can be fixed.
Yes.
But they're going to have to be fixed. The discipline slides definitely got to be fixed if we're going to compete in Region 2AA. And another pass to number 3.
Doesn't come down with the ball.
So that brings up another 4th down play for Bacon County. It looks like we're running Cozy batting out the punt. He's had some good punts tonight.
Yep.
And as we get into 2 minutes left in the game, Coach Goss has opted to punt this time instead of trying to go for it. But, yeah, going back to Coach Goss, I feel like he's definitely going to go into corrective mode.
Yes.
What we need to do to fix what's going on. Because everything I've seen here can be fixed.
Yes.
There's nothing out there that I can say, man, we're lacking in.
You know, and not making any excuses, but to make an excuse. Anytime, here you've got, he didn't know he was going to have 2 coaches out this week. He didn't know that he was going to be down 25 players. And you try to
Good
adjust.
kick by Cozy.
Yes.
He gets, number 2 catches it. He gets to the top side.
Quick little
he breaks
step.
a tackle. And he's hit. And a flag's thrown there.
Looks like a block in the back, I believe, where the flag was thrown.
But number 50 came in
Laid a stick.
Trey Woodbury come in at the end of the play and got a nice little hit there. And to me, yeah, we can sit here and nitpick things, but it's the effort I'm seeing out of these kids here late in the game. I'm not seeing them quit and lay down.
Yep.
We're making big plays trying to get turnovers. We're making big hits on the punt return. So those are positives that we can build on.
Expectations are high.
Oh, absolutely.
We expect the very best to be on the field. We expect the product that is on the field to deliver like they should. And we're young, we're down a lot. We're going to have to clean up what we got here because right now we have to say this could be game mode all season.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have to learn how to adapt to a coach possibly being out, 2 coaches possibly being out, a couple of players being out. This could continue to roll on this way all season.
Absolutely.
So, minute and 48 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. We'll see if Atkinson County just takes a knee here and lets the clock run on out. They're up 34-13 on our Raiders here late in the fourth quarter. So all they got to do is take a knee.
And it's a penalty flag on the far side. It looks like he's pointing at us.
He's lined up
in the
his
neutral
helmet.
zone. Yeah.
Looks like that was caught on number 8.
But, we move forward into next week. We're going over to Long County.
Yes.
Again, that's going to be a big test. That's a AAA opponent.
Mm-hmm.
They're a bigger program than we are, a bigger school than we are. They're going to have possibly more players. I don't know that. I haven't seen anything.
They got a new coach this year.
So, the challenges keep coming.
They do.
They don't stop.
Go away.
And our guys, again, even coming here, they're in that, where they're down in it. Our guys are still coming through the line. Our guys are still fighting hard to try to make something happen out of everything.
Yes.
So for me, as a fan, again, yes, this ain't the score I want to see, but the effort I'm seeing on the field.
Yep.
Yes, there's things that we could change, game plan-wise, that, we could Monday morning quarterback to death.
Yeah.
And I am good at it.
Well, we all can be at times. I fall guilty of that as well. But we trust Coach Goss and company here to do what's necessary to correct the issues that were on the field tonight. And, again, Monday they're going to go to work, and they're going to work hard. And, and when you see the effort like we have here and the boys not quitting all the way to the bitter end, they're going to come back to work first thing Monday morning and get to business.
You're talking about 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids.
Yeah.
That a lot of times, things don't go their way. And we talked about earlier, I'm going to pout a little bit, things don't go my way.
Yes.
But what I saw tonight, again, wasn't the score I wanted to see. The effort, though, was there.
It was.
The ability I think our guys have are there. We've just got to clean up a few things.
I want to thank you again for joining us tonight on the NFHS Network. Brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. We'll end tonight's broadcast by telling you that we will be live next week from Ludowici, Georgia, and Long County, as we'll be playing the AAA team. A little bit bigger school than us. And, again, this non-region schedule, first 4 games of the regular season. I hope to see you join us there physically. If you can't, again, be sure and watch us again on the NFHS Network. Powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. I want to say thanks again to BRENTJOHNSON for being our football sponsor for the season, as well as Coley's Electric and Plumbing Supply, Family Vision Care, Burt CPAs, and Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. On behalf of myself and the Bacon County High School Engineering Technology Department, wish you a good night.